Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, what did you say now, Phoebe?
What time is it where I am?
It is, hold on. It is,
Without looking
don't
it
tell
up.
me. Hold on. It's 3 a.m.
No.
Damn, really?
Are you in
Almost 3 a.m.?
Are you in the UK?
I am. I'm in Western European time now.
Oh.
Not even 1 o'clock here.
Yeah, it's
This
like
is
12.
reasonable. It's like 5 to 1. It's just like really
Yeah.
reasonable this time. This time is really reasonable.
Yeah, you're like 4 hours.
Because normally when the lunatic above me, you know, the man who's been on the phone to his bank for God knows how long, and then decided, fuck it, I'm just going to abandon the call and go live.
I thought we were
22
gonna
minutes.
Get
They told me I
stream.
had a 15 to 20 minute wait.
I thought we were
minutes.
streaming the bank
So
call.
did I.
thought that was the theme of the show.
You want to call him
So did
back
I.
and get back in line again?
Yep. We want
So-
the bank.
so I had a
want the bank.
Shut up. I had a secure
No.
credit card with them, and I got it years and years ago to build up my credit. So I had $250 in there, and I'm going to kill the account. So I got to move it over, or it'll go back on the card again. Then I'll have to call them, and then they'll have to put it back, you know, as a negative. And then I got to call them and have them move it into my checking account so I can kill the card. I don't know why we have to do it like that. I have no fucking idea. But
Here's a question for you.
it won't let me transfer it online or anything. I have to call them.
I'm going to say this to you. Would it be more fruitful to just walk into your bank?
That's what, in Ohio is the closest branch?
Pop, who the bloody hell do you,
You need
bank
a bank
with?
close
One of the
to you.
reasons I'm getting rid of the bank. See, the bank,
Who do
that
you
bank.
bank with?
Yeah.
Hold on. So it's PNC, and PNC is on the East Coast. And I got the loan with them for my house. Well, I have just like another payment or two. I don't know. They fucked up one, but I think it's only one payment. It's like $520. I'm done. So I was trying to move that money over so I can I'm going to close out the whole fucking account once I pay that off. I've already transferred everything over to my new account. And then when I get done doing that, I have to kill my Wells Fargo account. But for right now, Wells Fargo is the only way I can move money from there to PNC, because for some reason, Del Norte just gives me a fit with that. Everything is great about it. It's a small, they only have like 3 branches. Maybe I think they might have just opened up their 4th branch. They're only in New Mexico. They started out small and they totally kiss everybody's ass. And it's a great fucking establishment. So
Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. The Wells Fargo wagon is
Phoebe has a lot of
coming.
energy for it being like the middle of the night.
Hey, this is early for me, damn it.
who's smoking pot, Ollie? Don't you do that shit on my streams.
I can't. I only have one left.
Ollie, we mentioned you in 10 Candles yesterday.
Got about that
because
much left in a
literally-
jar. I got quite a few nugs. Probably good for
I
that.
literally.
Can I tell Ollie about our 10 Candles game and why we
Yeah.
mentioned him?
No, I want to hear about it too. I didn't get it. I
Okay,
haven't had a chance to
so
watch shit.
we're getting ready to face these vampires.
That's all
and
I have left.
Throughout the whole 10 Candles game, we established
The
things
little
about the
gubby.
world. And we decided that
Don't interrupt.
I'm gonna interrupt.
it was decided that holy water, of course, will
Just had
torture
to be
the
done.
vampires. And we're going to try to torture one enough to get it to scream so that we'd lure the other ones to the area.
Oh, how
So
smart.
But one of the other characters had already made a bong, like in character. And so we took the bong, filled it with holy water, and we like forcibly made the vampire take a hit of holy water from the holy water bong, and it tortured him. So we're like,
Brother,
it's
that is
Ollie Man's
fucking great.
weed.
I love it. Take a hit from the holy
I
water
like it.
bomb.
I love it.
Fucking awesome.
I
So,
want some more of it.
Holy
I
Spackle
like it,
said-
I love it. I want some more of it. I like it. I love it.
anyway, so Holy Spackle said, I saw Zebra try to talk to G-Man. It would have been the same as if Zebra had picked up a dead fish from the fish market and tried to have a dialogue.
Thank
Love
you.
Phoebe.
And I want some more of it. I like it. I love it.
There's
I
way
want
too much
some more.
energy in this stream tonight.
She's gone. We're not doing that shit tonight.
Fuck you.
Too much energy,
You
my
know
guy.
what? You wish, baby. You wish you could have something this good. You fucking.
I've got something far better, and I'm engaged to somebody far better.
You don't know that. I'm pretty awesome. That's what my girl says. She says I'm pretty awesome. We debate about who's luckier.
I've got a serious question. I've got a serious
Yeah.
The
question.
best
that I wanna
argument
ask.
ever.
I've got a serious around the horn question here.
If it's
Yeah,
about romance, we're not doing it.
No. Just round the horn.
Okay.
Do you or have you ever watched pornography with a partner of yours or discussed pornography and pornography tastes with a partner of yours?
Yes, I have discussed it. And actually, I had an ex, and her name was Krista. Krista was really great. Krista's just a fucking introvert and can't live with anybody. And I didn't want to like date somebody that I had to live, oh so far away from, and she was going to move and everything. And we just didn't get along in the house, bottom line. She didn't want me to touch a fucking thing in her entire house. And I wanted to like live there, because I lived there. So that would have been nice, right? So, thank you, Maya. Bolt Commander. So everybody thought the holy water bong was awesome, Ben. So
Go watch the
I said
episode,
to
it was
her,
funny.
somebody was talking about porn at work, and I was telling her about the conversation, and she goes, yeah, porn's good sometimes, but I have enough of imagination. I don't have to really worry about it. And I said, well, some porn just sucks. And she goes, because she said, well, of course I like lesbian porn, because she's a fucking lesbian, right? And she said, but I would rather watch two men together than a man and a woman. And I went, is that a power dynamic thing? And she said, absolutely. And I'm like, okay, I get it. So there was that conversation. But that's, I don't know. I've just never, I don't know. If I'm really into somebody, I don't give a fuck about porn because I have them. So I just don't give a shit. So,
but yeah,
that's my end.
I say, with partners that I've had before, male partners and female partners, we've watched pornography together. And with my fiance, we've discussed pornography together. We have wildly different tastes in pornography. Like, I'm a motion picture pornography kind of girl. Whereas my current fiance, she's a animated graphic novel kind of pornography girl.
See, I don't understand the animated thing. I mean, okay, so the hold on. Let's pause for just a second. What I put in the is not love it or fuck it, like love it / fuck it. It was love it / fuck it about topics. So I want everybody in the chat tonight, if you don't like the topic, say fuck it. If you want to keep talking about it, say love it. So that's the point of the stream. Okay, so yeah, I don't understand how people get into anime. I've watched anime porn, it just doesn't do anything for me. I'm like, whatever. It's
no. I'm not about like animated as in motion picture. I'm on about as in like storyboard cartoons.
Oh, okay. Not the cartoons, but like comics.
Yeah, graphic novels.
Okay, still doesn't do anything for me. Now, if it's
it doesn't do it for me.
If
it doesn't do it for
that's
me.
not like drawn out and it's a book about, stuff like this, sometimes those can be good, depending on how they're written.
Well,
but not like romance shit. I mean, porn books.
I understand exactly what you're saying. It's like, but yeah, when it comes to pornography, I'm very much a.
Facty, thank you so much for coming by. I love you to death. And the fuck it is if you don't want to see it, so we know not to talk about the subject.
Oh,
so I'm going to take that as a love it, and we got 2 love it's. Go ahead.
Yeah, when it comes to pornography, I have very broad taste in motion picture pornography.
Right.
But it is fairly standard, shall we say. It's none of the more extreme ends of the motion picture pornography stuff. But that's just me, and I can watch any genre. And when I say genre, I mean, am I watching lesbian pornography? Am I watching straight pornography? Am I watching gay pornography? Am I watching trans pornography? I can watch it all. And not great on, it's like if I was to rank them in a way, gay pornography would be at the bottom. But yeah, the other 3, they're all about equal, really. And I can just watch them all fairly equally. Just the way I am.
Sorry.
Okay.
But what I don't get it, what I don't understand, I don't understand lit erotica. I don't understand erotic literature. Partly because I have a very slow reading speed, and it's very difficult for me to get into it.
Oh,
yeah.
I read too fast, and I have to go back. Because then what I
Pornographic
do is I'll
holy
start.
bong water.
I start reading, and
Oh, wait,
Marie,
hold on. I'm changing my name. Thanks for the idea.
Tubian.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, guy. Hell yeah, man. That pornographic holy bong water does it for me every time. Love fucking that thing. Stick my dick right in that holy water. Anyways,
Hey, Steve.
so Ben, pornography with ex-partners. Is there anybody that you ever discussed that with? That was the question.
I've only ever had
or
one...
current partners if you have a current partner that
Hey,
you don't know.
you know
about.
what? If you're gonna interrupt people all night, I'm gonna kick your ass. Go ahead, Ben.
I've only ever had one meaningful relationship, and that ended on terrible terms. So,
Oh, never mind.
I'm
I'm sorry, bro.
because she dumped me because her family didn't like that we were gay.
Ouch!
So if y'all know why I'm depressed about relationships, there's multiple reasons why I'm depressed about relationships.
I felt
I'm
that.
also in one of the world's most lonely professions. And that's just a fact. And I'm really depressed about it. Like, actually depressed about it.
I'm
So-
sorry, buddy. I
I'm
really
sorry.
am. I know
Would
it's
you like
been
us to
rough for
move on?
you. And I know that the length of school and then the unpredictability about where you're going to go for 4 years with the army and all that is just fucking your shit up. And I know it. And I'm sorry, but yeah, dude, when you find your spot, you're going to be fucking golden, man. Cause you're fucking amazing. You're good looking. You're fucking intelligent. You're checking all the boxes, dude. You just got to
No,
find
but the
somebody that
reality, like there
that
are
is
studies.
for you.
Medicine is one of the most lonely professions.
Yeah, it's true because you spend so much time doing it that you lose partners and spouses.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So,
But
and
you
there's
know,
no
the
guarantee that anything is going to happen. There's never a guarantee that something's going to happen.
No, you're absolutely right. But I think with how you are, your fucking morals and ethics and everything that you have going for you, you're like all on the I'm awesome side. That eventually you will find someone that is so interested in medicine that they're okay with you being gone because they know you're
I mean,
doing
the
something
sentiment's
you're passionate
great,
about.
but like
I
it's
know
not
it sucks, and I know
It's not
it's just a
helpful.
high five in the water. I know. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that
So we could just move on.
It will look better soon.
I just don't want to talk about it.
Okay, porno bong water. What do you say? How do you feel?
I'm in the same boat as Ben. I really want to skip this.
Yeah,
Okay.
move on.
I just
Fuck it.
got out of
It's
a
a fuck it.
relationship like less than a month ago. He broke up with me.
Hell yeah, Mac, right? Right? If I was
Uh,
in guys. Anyways, so what
I'm
the fuck,
just
Mac?
be right
What is
back.
that? He entered the room, preceded by his throbbing beer can, and regarded her oily back with curiosity and fear. What the fuck? Just stop there, man. We don't want to know. Okay, thank you, Sandy. Sandy added a fuck it to it too. Hey Ben, why don't you pull out one of those trivia questions you have? And we'll do a
No,
little
just-
round the horn trivia
we
to
can
get the
just-
conversation started. No?
Y'all can start the next conversation. That's fine. I'm gonna need a sec.
Okay, fine. Fine. So, how was everybody's Monday? Ben, how was your Monday? Did you see any cool surgeries?
Can we go around the other way?
Yes. Phoebe, how was your Monday?
I had a good Monday. I went to the cinema tonight with a mad cinema lady. And I saw Last Night in Soho, which is a fabulous movie that will mess with your head.
Fuck it. Fuck it. And
it was a very good movie.
Fuck it. And it was called what?
Last Night in Soho.
Oh, is that an older one or a brand new one?
Brand new. It was released today.
Really?
Today was the
Sounds
first
like
day of the
something-
cinemas.
Last night in Bangkok in the world, your oyster.
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's a paranormal psychological horror thriller. And there's a
Monday. Ah. You know, I gotta tell you, I just...
Yeah, I can tell you a bit without ruining the movie. So basically, 18-year-old moves to London, weird shit happens. That's as much as I'll say because I don't do spoilers.
Okay, there you go. That's all you guys need. That's it. Go watch the movie. Phoebe said it's good. That is it. Okay, he, they, porno, PBW. What say you? How was your Monday?
I suffered. I've been up since like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Good.
And yes, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna hold on.
Mel! How in
Hey.
the fuck are you, you
There.
long-haired beauty beast of science?
I'm all right. I
Bloody
just
hell.
watched another
Have we
show.
met? Mel, have we met before?
Yes, I've been on this channel before.
Mel.
Yeah.
What's
Have
that?
we been on the same stream together?
Yeah,
Hi, April.
been on. Yeah, we've been on this stream before.
Hi, Ox.
It's my
Yeah.
science buddy.
Everybody's
Yeah.
coming in now. Oh, to
My
you!
science buddy.
The never-produced musical Chess. They were going to make
Oh
a
my
musical
goodness.
about chess?
They
Isn't that
they
kind of
did.
a silent game?
It's a great musical. Chess is a great musical.
Chess the musical, I've heard it. I've not actually seen
Yeah.
it, but I've heard good things about it.
Okay.
Oh, so Mel, the theme of tonight is we're going to talk about different topics, and if people don't want to talk about it, they're going to either, if they like it, I'm going to have the chat say love it, and if they don't like it, then they can say fuck it, and then the whole panel can say fuck it if you don't want to talk about it, and then we'll move on. So that's
perfect.
that's the theme. Love it or fuck it.
Well, aren't those both kind of linked too?
Well, it depends on how you feel about the love.
Sexy
Well,
time.
Mac
That's-
took it as if I fucked everything I love, and I was like, no. It was a slash, not a also. It was a or, either or.
Either or. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just left another show, and so I'm already in stream
Oh,
mode.
this
Oh, where were you?
The Promethean thing.
The Promethean thing?
The Promethean Secular Frontier Network.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, they're pretty
PSF.
cool.
Are
I've
they?
heard of PSF.
Yeah. We were
Hey,
doing a show about love. What is it? Baby, don't hurt me. What is love? And
Baby, don't hurt me.
sex and marriage and all that. That was fun.
Ox, find that link to that channel for me and put it in the chat, please. Or Tony, whoever finds it first. Come on, we'll make it a race. Go. Tony will have
Yeah.
it first. He likes to win.
Oh my goodness. But it was a
So-
cool talk.
So my Monday was, what's that?
Oh, I just
No.
said it was a cool talk. That's all I said.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
cool. Oh, yeah, I meant to ask you, what was the topic?
Well, we talked about love. What is it? We talked about culturally how it varies. We talked about the
Okay.
effect of religion and how
God.
that warps like the sense of
Everything.
sexuality. So we talked about sexuality, love, relationships, all of those things.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Phoebe,
saying
you can't
that.
even fucking say that.
No,
Shut
I'm
up.
saying that because of I can. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, that's cool though. That's cool though. Yeah, if somebody finds that, that would be great to yeah, check that out. Put that in the I can't post links. Titan, you're not a mod?
say his name, coward.
Titan
Oh, I heard
Uranus.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, he likes everybody to say it. So about every other time he pops in my stream, I count to 3 and have the whole entire panel say it so he can clip it.
I just call
Because
him
he likes it.
Uranus.
Oh God, Titan, you're not. Wait a minute. Let me kill that.
I just call
Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
somebody say my voice. Now
Of
you're
course, the
getting
worst-
worse than Billy.
I'm getting worse than who?
Oh no.
Oh.
Holy Spackle, I think, just saved it.
Oh, yeah.
Billy.
Titans like Visa, don't leave home without it, or rip you off and charge you too much interest.
Mm,
Why not both? I kind of want a burrito.
Okay, well,
I think I'm gonna order a
That's it.
burrito tomorrow.
I have to say that my Monday was pretty fucking good. Went into work and took my Adderall before I went in and had a good fucking day and went out right on time to take my second Adderall because I'm on the short lasting. I'm going to have to get her to switch that. I hate having to go out during the day and get another one. It's really hard for me to remember because it wears off, and then I'm fidgety and I can't remember anything. And then I'm like, oh, my pill, you know. So it's like giving someone like memory medicine, you know. Are they gonna remember to take it? Like they have a memory problem. So yeah, that's a thing. And yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like everybody was in a pretty good mood today. So, usually on Mondays and Fridays, everybody's a fucking crab ball. And I end up getting off the phone like, thank you. I'll update you as soon as I know. Hang up. God damn fucking what the fuck is wrong with these people? So yeah, but it was a good day and got a lot of shit done. And we had some leftover food from fucking the weekend, and we had a bunch of damn like deli meat and cheese and shit laying around. We kind of do a spread at work because we don't really have time to like sit down and eat. And if you make something that's hot, by the time you get to eat it, because we eat at our desk, we don't take a lunch, it's fucking cold. And then you got to go reheat it, and then it's cold. And then you get, so I just eat cold shit, and we lay out kind of like a spread of nibbly stuff, you know, crackers and fruit and olives and whatever. Yeah. And we all just kind of go through and grab a plate and just throw snacks on a plate and then go back to our wherever we are and eat real quick. So it's like a family smorgasbord almost every day there because everybody brings shit. So it's fun. Yeah.
I just work in a bakery and come home smelling like fucking onion rolls, and it sucks.
Oh, I used to work in a bakery in a grocery store. I used to make donuts. 3 a.m. I would drink in the late afternoon time because that was pre-bedtime to me. And I'd go to bed, and then everybody else would come home from work and they'd start drinking, and I'd get up and go to leave, and they'd be like, time to make donuts. So they're all fucking high and drunk, and I'd be like, fuck off, you fucking dicks. I gotta get out of here.
I hate my job.
I mean, it was the fun part. I hated working at the deli. But the cool part of it was we went in the middle of the night and the rest of the deli was dead. It was just me and the fucking baker. And he would like prep all the stuff and he'd pop out all the donuts and shit. And I just had to fucking fry them, you know, after they were proofed and everything. And then I got to, he'd mix up the batter for the cake donuts. And all I had to do was scoop it in there and go chunk, 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 chunk. And then I got to decorate them. So it was like an art project every day.
Yeah.
Because we always had so many donuts left over. He always made too many because there were so many of each kind we had to make that would sell.
Yeah.
And so whatever was left over, I'd have like these yeast donuts and cake donuts. And by the way, for anybody who says donuts are all the same, they fucking are not.
They're not.
No.
There's different ways.
And there's yeast. There's cake like it is not risen and you fry it. And then the other one is risen and it's fluffy.
Cake,
so it's not
cake donuts are also very similar to like an actual cake. So if you just punch a hole in a cake, you get a cake donut.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah,
except
are
it's
much
fried.
better. Yeah,
Except it's
Krispy Kreme, yeast donuts, Krispy Kreme.
Yeah,
you know.
But
when that sign says "hot and ready," so am I.
But
give
like,
me some.
I came home smelling like croissants today. I smelled like butter. I hate
There's
it.
nothing wrong with. Oh man, I'd lick you. You smell like butter. I love butter.
Well,
like,
like Sandy has said before,
you know what? I'm gonna have my girl use that as lube. Get some butter. That tastes good. No, I'm just kidding.
I have one working hand, and it's this my right one. My left one is like crippled, so I literally need everything with one hand. It sucks.
It's called Last Night in Soho.
No.
Ox said, all donuts are not the same, but all donuts will make that ass grow. And he's fucking right. I know. We have a place here called, what is it called? Something. Anyways, it's like a little food truck. There's food trucks are everywhere here because there's all the Hispanic community and these people can't afford to fucking rent anything where I live because it's uber fucking expensive. So they just go out and they get food trucks and build them and they make fucking money off of it. So there's a food truck and it's just craft. It's called Craft Donuts.
Oh,
and
wow.
you can walk up and order it and they make it and then hand it to you fresh made. So you have to wait like 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes for the donuts, but they are so fucking like you get them and you like these sales reps will go stop by the Craft Donut place. That's how I found out about it. And they brought in like 2 boxes of hot still donuts, like fresh out of they dipped them and then stuck them in a box. And
This stream just got
donuts.
NC-17.
They were
with
amazing.
Them sexy donuts, man.
Yeah, I know. Sexy donuts, man.
To be
Someone
honest,
18 and
there's
over
a-
beer, baby.
There's a churro place here. So good.
To be honest, I don't like donuts, and churros are like kind of okay. They're like okay at best.
What do people think of cronuts?
I still don't like.
I've not had a cronut.
I don't like
What is a
croffles.
cronut?
It's a light, fluffy, round
It's a
pastry
croissant
that's
donut.
made
Yeah, it's a
of
croissant.
it's made with choux pastry.
Yeah, it's a croissant donut.
Okay. I have not
No.
had one of those. I
Oh
might
wait,
look
no.
at them.
This. Yeah, it is a
Because it's
croissant
made with
donut.
Croissant
choux
donut.
pastry.
No, it's
Yeah,
literally
cronut.
Wikipedia
Cronut
says
stands
cronut
for
is a
croissant donut.
yeah.
It's
Oh my goodness.
croissant donut.
It's literally the Wikipedia says croissant donut.
And the person who wrote that Wikipedia article needs taking out the back and
I think you're
force-feeding
coping.
some.
The Americans win.
I think you're coping.
America.
The Americans win.
You're coping. You're seething and molding.
Number one.
You're molding. You're
We're
so
just
bad.
We're just doing what we do best, Phoebe, and that's ruin everything that the Brits wanted us to have.
I have a question for you guys. Have you guys ever seen the Boondocks where they talk about the itis and it's basically a burger, but it's in between two Krispy Kreme donuts? And they
Those
call
are
it
so
the
good.
itis because it's so addictive and you
They're
might
so
have a
good.
heart attack and die, but it tastes
Diabetes.
really good.
They're so good. Speaking of my diabetes, I'm getting that tonight
Oh my god,
because I
Bro.
got too much candy for the kids.
bro.
Didn't
And no
really
one turned
come
up.
to my house. Well, some of them came. but-
Yeah, we have
'cause
like
I
one.
ended up getting 2 bags
but-
of candy simply because the one variety pack I got didn't have Twix in them, so I had to buy the Twix too.
Because if you're gonna have leftovers, make sure there's Twix. That's
Make
why.
sure there's Twix in it.
Fucking
Okay.
Twix
Because
is good.
Twix, it's all in the mix.
Yo, no, Facty, you can't get one fuck it in a group full of. I love talking about donuts. You gotta have more fuckins.
I should have gotten liquor.
You should have found liquor.
3. Oh no, what a problem to have, Ben.
I know. That's gonna be
Diabetic
great.
explosions. Diabetic explosions start now and they last until the middle of January when everybody's done eating all that fucking food.
Oh.
Hey. You cannot
what?
you cannot take away from Turkey Month. You just can't. Turkey Month is probably 2 months in America, but in Britain it's just 1 month. Turkey Month is the entire month of January because you have bought a turkey that's far too big. Nobody has eaten it, and you're just left with this turkey that you've got to somehow eat throughout the whole month of January.
You know what the best thing is about turkey, right? Everybody know? It's the leftovers. Turkey sandwich. You put the
With
turkey,
gravy and some
you put
mashed
dressing,
potatoes.
gravy, you put mayo on the bread and slap some fucking
You do not put
cranberries,
mayonnaise on anything.
jelly on that. Oh fuck yeah, you gotta put mayonnaise on it because turkey's
No.
always fucking dry. Because everybody eats all the
No.
dark meat and you're left. Now if you give me
Phoebe,
dark
no one
meat,
wants your dry sandwich. No one wants it.
No,
yeah, nobody
I
wants
don't-
it.
Gravy.
We
You
want
can
dark
put
meat.
cranberry sauce on it. You can do what you like. You just don't put mayonnaise on it.
Gravy. Where's y'all's gravy at?
Phoebe
You
doesn't
put
like
gravy
mayo on
on the turkey.
anything.
Mayonnaise is disgusting.
Mayonnaise
Yeah,
is
I don't eat the
grotesque.
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise
Mayonnaise is just grotesque.
Mayonnaise is beyond
That
mid.
free mayo is pretty gross. I'll give
All
I'll give that.
mayonnaise is grotesque. Full stop.
no.
It's literally
No,
forbidden
The full
pudding.
fat mayo is delicious.
But what
I
I
bet
will
you
say
eat-
is that
Yeah, don't get
turkeys
that
are
diet
cooked
vegan
wrong.
shit. That shit is fucking nasty. I don't know what the fuck they put in it, but it's fucking disgusting.
Actual vegans go into vegan mayonnaise.
Wild Heart. You can absolutely
They
Call
get
it
a link.
veganese.
Actually,
Yeah, because of actual
anybody
vegans.
that I see in there, because I love all of you guys, any of you are welcome. So here's the link.
But what I will say is that you're all cooking your turkeys wrong. You're all cooking them wrong.
No, I'm not.
You got to deep
you
fry
are.
them.
No. If you're going to roast a turkey, you need to roast it in 2 stages. You need to take the wings and the legs off because that's thicker meat. Cook that about 2/3 of the way through. Then you put the crown in because it's much thinner meat and it won't dry out.
That's
Dude,
what roasting
just put
bags are for.
Butter in the whole thing. Literally, you just stick butter under the skin.
Deep fry the whole thing. I have not deep fried a turkey, but that just sounded like the most American
Oh!
thing I could say in the moment.
Oh,
so I
oh,
said
Have you
it.
seen the Mr. Bean movie?
COVID
seen
is
this one?
real.
I know which one, Phoebe.
Have you seen the Mr. Bean's American Adventure, where he stays with the family and it's all about the painting Whistler's mother?
I don't know.
Thank you, Titan.
I don't think I have.
Thank
Because
you.
there is a
You gotta
scene
put
in that where they try to
fucking eggs in it.
microwave a turkey and the microwave
Oh
explodes.
no.
Well,
No,
you
you
don't microwave
cannot.
it, you deep fry it.
You can do it all kinds of different ways. My ex-father-in-law, he used to put it on his Weber grill, and he would get hickory chips, and he would slow cook it over like, I don't know, like 6 hours or something like that on the grill. And let me tell you how good that shit was. He like fucking, we'd baste it, and oh, it was like the best fucking turkey in the world. The skin was perfect, the breast was moist, and we got to have moist breasts. Let's be honest.
I tell you, every time
And
I've gone to,
so yeah.
oh, sorry. I was just gonna
No,
say every time I go to London, I stay with a friend of mine out in Kew.
Good old
Part
zone
of-
2/3. So zone 3/4 Kew Gardens is.
It's 3/4, so I have to buy an extension on my Oyster card.
Dude,
Oh
have to
shit!
buy it.
Hold on, I got two more.
because
You
yeah,
guys all
if
come
you go,
in after Jenny does.
if you're
She might get
landing,
kicked.
but if you're landing from Heathrow, you only need to get a zone 6 to. You're only going zone 6 to 4.
Right.
If you're coming
but
from,
if I
if you're
want to-
coming from, if you're coming
if
from
I'm
the centre,
traversing- Yeah.
if you're coming from the
I
centre,
don't think
it will charge you
it's
1 to 3.
Yeah, I get Central London pass, and then I'll suck it up with that.
Mal, you're roboting.
You're junk shopping.
Oh no.
No, this community, we all junk shop. Like, let's make
Okay.
that clear.
I'm not gonna like not move and just say words so I don't end up like a weird thing. But I always make Cajun food for my friend Hall when I stay with her because that's required. I make cornbread. They don't hate on my pork. I'm just saying. I boil a pork roast, then I chop it up, then I roast it with some Memphis barbecue style stuff.
There you go.
And they put their whole faith in it. There's no shame, you know.
So
No
Titan made a really
shame.
good point. Titan made a
No.
really good point in the chat that like Phoebe's telling us like how to make like the American bird. Like go cook a goose or something, Phoebe. Like what are you doing?
Now,
Go
Bolt's here.
cook a
Oh my God.
pheasant.
How did I get all
Or-
lucky?
I'll tell you my
these
blood
amazing
qualification here. I am a trained fucking chef, you know, you lunatics. So I do know what I'm talking about.
See,
No,
I
on
can't-
Jur, it was within a year. I
Oh
don't
my
remember when. All I
goodness.
remember it was fucking nasty.
My
So-
friend Tall studied under Giles Corin, and she would sit there and she's like, "You don't have this recipe right." One day for her birthday, I was coming in like shortly after her birthday. I found her an old Baptist church cookbook at a used bookshop, and it was
Nice.
nothing but old country church style food. And so she like had a
Oh.
dinner party using that for Christmas.
That's awesome. I bet it was good though.
It had some good stuff on there. It's just like, oh, they got candy recipes. Just like, I know what I'm doing Christmassy.
Nice.
I hope it had
Oh,
idioms on the side
let
because
me-
I love the idioms.
Yeah,
they- I do
Let me
have a
pause and
retort
say
for
hi to
Ox, though.
everybody. Pause. Hi, Jenny.
I have a retort for Ox, and his name is Gordon
Jenny.
Ramsay.
I moved my mic. Now I have to lean over here.
Because in
Jenny.
America, they can't help but call him Chef Ramsay, which I don't
So,
understand.
You know
But
what?
he's a chef.
Look. Damn it, Phoebe. You've been interrupting people all night. Quit it. You're going to drive me up the fucking wall. I love you, but you know I can't stand that. A little bit's okay, but okay, take a deep breath.
She's a strong
Jenny.
woman, don't need nobody.
Jenny, how are you? Anybody? Anything? I think you're muted somewhere.
I just
Holy
joined because
Spackle. Holy Spackle, how are you?
I'm
Good?
doing okay.
Good.
Monday's my day off, so like Monday's like my Sunday. So
You
I
have
like
Mondays off?
yeah, my weekend shifted one over, so like, you know, it's all
You know
good.
what? Nope. Can't have you on here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Bolt, how are you?
I'm doing excellent, man. How are you?
Dude, I'm gravy, man. I'm gravy on a fucking leftover piece of fucking turkey with a side of fucking dressing on it and more gravy. Wildheart, how are you, bud?
great. I basically tuned into your stream and saw you were talking about Brits, so I thought I had to join. Yeah, basically bring up the bits contingent, if I can say that word, and I nearly did. Yeah.
Touche. Okay. Now you guys talk about whatever you want. By the way, has anybody ever seen the guy on TikTok that has the old cookbook? And he does like 1955 Jello pudding with cottage cheese.
Oh no!
And he'll make the shit, and then he'll taste it, and he records himself like he's like one eggy, and he's just like a goofball. He's a really, really skinny ass dude. He doesn't look like he ever eats, but he loves to cook. And so he'll like pull it next morning, pull it out of the fridge, and he like you see him with a piece, and he takes a bite, and he's like, oh my god, this is really good. Or it's. And you see him bend over and spit in the trash can, and he's like, nope, don't do that one. And it's great. I'll have to look up the name and let you guys know, but he does all these like World War II and Vietnam War and 40s and whatever, all these different recipes, and they're really great. Like you can learn, we learned a lot that anything that has Jello that's not just Jello and maybe a little fruit in it is pretty fucking gross, so don't do it.
I have a question for the Brits. What do you put in your bubble and squeak?
Definitions, leftovers.
Leftovers.
Yeah. Definition,
so
leftovers from the roast dinner that you've had the night before. Usually, it's some constitution of mashed potato or roast potatoes that are mashed up with some leftover vegetables.
Yeah.
There is no meat in it.
There's no meat in your bubble and squeak? What if you have leftover meat? What do you do with that?
You eat it separately.
Separate.
You think we are heathens? You think we are grotesque heathens?
I don't know. I've been to some pubs during FIFA. I don't know, man.
Now, here's a question. Here's a question for you. Are you on the side of black pudding or white pudding?
I don't really.
They're both good though. They're both good.
White pudding? Oh,
I can only pick one. I'll pick black pudding then.
But when you say pudding, isn't it different than our kind of pudding?
Yes.
Yeah.
Black pudding has blood in it, though, right?
Yeah, I'm on the side of black pudding.
Nope.
It's pig's balls.
Why did I come back to black pudding? And that's
I love that iron flavor. The iron flavor is fantastic.
It depends on where you're putting it.
My mum is from Bury in the UK, which basically they invented black pudding. Yeah. I know a lot about black pudding. It's basically pig's blood. Yeah.
It's not.
I see. Black pudding and white pudding are new discoveries for me. They're like new foods, so I'm kind of obsessed with them. Like I'm kind of obsessed with bacon as well. Those are like foods I'm like obsessed with at the moment because they're new food for me.
Thank you, Bolt. Fuck it. We have more fuck it's on the black pudding because that shit's gross. I mean, that just sounds disgusting.
I feel like you have to be a vampire.
Guy, I agree. All puddings matter.
Okay, you didn't get to say that it's gross when you haven't tried it, B.
I just don't want anything that says blood.
Or
why? In an intestine skin.
Why does that by default make it gross?
No, Ben, I have to disagree with your logic. I don't have to try shit to know that it's gross.
So, question:
you don't know what it is. That you don't know the flavor profile. You don't know what it can be when it's done well.
How much blood is actually in the pudding?
It's 90% blood. I think.
Okay, I'm not eating it. That's just fucking.
But it's mixed with other things. Like it's not just
what?
blood.
White bits in it. I'm not sure what they are.
There she is.
But it's 90% pig's blood. Yeah.
Well,
speaking
it's
of
sausage.
Ben, I noticed you responded to a tweet that I posted about somebody who had somebody else make fecal pellets for them to eat.
Yeah. A DIY fecal transplant. No, but here's the thing though. Like y'all can have your preconceived notions about what a food is going to taste like.
Yeah, I do.
But that in no way is indicative of what it actually is. Like if you haven't tried something, and especially if something is a cultural food, it's just like it's kind of, I don't know. It sounds like you're just dissing something without giving it a second thought. Like not willing to understand the culture, not willing to understand the experience of another person.
Tell us. Explain it, because I was told that there wasn't much other shit in it besides some fucking flavoring, so that grossed me out. unless I was misinformed. What else is in it?
I can look it up.
I just want to say that I am very texture sensitive, like really texture sensitive,
So-
and I have like a limited amount of stuff that I can eat.
Actually,
here
on
is-
I have tried Jello cake, and it was really fucking good. And for anybody that is like in the Northeast and doesn't
okay.
know shit about any like Hispanic culture, try a tres leches.
I love that.
That is the best. And I don't like my
They're
cake soggy,
so
but it's
good.
like soggy, but it's so fucking good.
It's
and
like
it's
the
refreshing
right kind.
because your
of
milk
soggy.
is in with the cake. You don't have to take
Yeah.
a bite of cake and a drink of milk. You just eat the cake.
It's so
like
good.
a
It's just
guy's
milk and
fucking
cake.
dream.
And, like-
I don't have to
and, like,
use
B.
multiple hands.
And because
Parliament
you're
now
also
recognizes
attacking
Phoebe.
Any, like,
What the fuck
you're
is
also
Jello cake,
attacking
though?
food with intestines, which again, you clean that. It doesn't have a flavor. It tastes like whatever it's been in. Usually, it's a spicy soup in like
Okay.
a Korean style.
Okay, everybody pause.
So-
Let Phoebe speak. She was very polite. Thank you, Phoebe. I love you.
So yeah, here's what goes into black pudding. So you got pig's blood, oatmeal, diced pork fat, which is the white stuff.
Yeah.
Finely chopped onion, some milk, and some salt, pepper, and allspice.
So the oatmeal helps it like
It's a binding agent.
binding agent, right? That's what I meant. Thank you.
Sort of like how
Interesting.
McDonald's uses oatmeal.
I wonder how that would taste if you put bacon in it instead of the pork fat. It's almost baked. Do you bake it or do you fry it or what?
I think it's fried.
You can do it in a
Fry.
number of ways. So what you can do is
Yeah.
you can do it in the oven if you really are that posh. You can fry it. You can grill it. You can use it as stuffing in different types of fowl. So like goose. More gamey birds, it works better. And so if you've got like a guinea fowl or a quail or something, it really works well in quail if you stuff quail, from what I've been told.
It doesn't taste like blood though. It's
No,
it's
it does not.
like this raw blood flavor. It tastes like a sausage.
It's not like you just like
It's like
see
a
a
gamey
pig
sausage
and then
that, like,
lick
if
the
you-
blood out of the pig. You just don't
It's
do
like
that.
if you hunted. It's like if you hunted wild game and it's got like a little bit of gaminess. Like that's what it tastes like. It's
Oh,
a
that
sauce,
sounds
like a game
horrible.
sausage.
Oh, okay. I can handle
Oh.
that. Okay.
See,
I
because
mean,
I
I
grew
grew
up
up,
as a
I grew up
vegetarian.
eating
about,
deer
like-
meat. I know what gamey tastes like. You just have
Okay.
to cook it right.
Because
Is there gristle in it,
that are,
too?
like cultural foods. Like it bugs me like when people look at something that another culture has and immediately write it off as something gross.
No, I am
It
not
is if
doing
you
that.
already know
I
what you
actually-
can't
I
handle.
actually love trying new fucking foods and shit. I actually love it. There's just certain things I can't cross the line with, like raw fish. I can't fucking do it. Anything that has raw fish in it or has anchovies in it, anything that's a really super strong, oh my God, taste is like 10 times for me. So I can't fucking do it. Like all I can do is smell the ocean when I eat a fucking, like I feel like I'm chewing on sand. Like that's what it smells like to me. So it just grosses me out. But no, I
But, like-
I love trying
but
new
let's
things,
take-
Ben, and I apologize.
Take the
if it sounded
example
like that.
though. Let's take the example though of like with the black pudding. If that's something you haven't tried before, you don't know what it tastes like. And
Right, but the
if someone were to
description
give
I
that
was
to
getting
you,
years ago grossed me out. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
okay, but like if someone were to give like let's say you were visiting someone's home in another country and they served you that, and that's
I'd
something
feed
they
it to
made
the
for
dog.
you, and you don't know what it like. You haven't tried it before. Like if you would immediately write that off and not give it a chance, like having no knowledge about it.
Yeah.
That's kind of I don't know. That just seems like lazy and biased and like a little bit disrespectful.
So I
Okay,
want to.
I can dig
Here's
that.
the question: How
Yeah.
skeptical
I have-
are you
I have to
when
say
it comes to
something
food?
about
How
this.
Wait.
skeptical are you?
Well, it's fucking.
I'll eat food. Like if someone prepares something for me, like
But
especially
you are
if it's
kind of
in
a
their
trash
home
can
culture.
too, Ben.
Well, you don't have to like it, but like, is it worth at least trying something?
Oh no,
that
I
someone
agree
gives
with
you?
that. I agree with that. But being that I've never had a chance to be in England, and I'm not going to try something that is indigenous to another country and try it over here because it's not probably going to
No,
be
but-
disgusting and not right. So until
But
I get
my
over there and
point
can try
was-
the food, I can only go off of what I've heard.
And no, my point was to not write it off until like and like what Spackle was saying, like if you know
Hold on,
it's something
Spackle, I
you
got
don't
you.
like already, then that's one thing. But like to not know if you like it or not and just write it off because you think it's bad,
Yeah,
that's
you're right.
lazy
It
and
just
that's
sounds
kind of a
gross to
bias
me,
you don't
man.
need to have.
It just sounds
So-
gross to me. So yeah, fair enough. HS, go ahead, and then we'll have Phoebe answer this question.
I just want to tell you, if you are a sensitive eater now, like if like for instance, if you have Asperger's, which I don't have, but like I've always been a really sensitive eater. Wherever for some reason anxiety has linked to food, and I can't tell you how many people make it a moral issue about food. Like it's like they're starving people in Africa, and here's a goat head, eat it. Well, I know for a fact I'm not gonna like to eat this goat head. Well, you have to eat it because it's in our culture, and I've had to go through this. And I'm like, I remember sitting there in church, and people were like, and God will call some of you to be a missionary, and I was like, God, please not me, because I can't eat the food. I cannot eat the food. There is no way. There is no way. I would go to summer camp and pretty much starve to death during summer camp because like there was just not enough for me to eat that I would eat. So like I've gotten better as an adult, but like there is no way that you're gonna put something like haggis in front of me and say, now eat it. It's a cultural food.
Well, and I don't mean like if you have like an anxiety thing or some like sensory thing with it. I mean for people who would just throw up a wall of bias, just like I don't want to because it sounds gross to me.
No, and
Like-
I agree with you, Ben, absolutely, and I don't think anybody should do that. But there are, and that's all I was trying to say. So thank you for that. I am adverse to certain foods, period. So it doesn't matter what culture it comes from. I'm just not going to eat it. But no, I agree. You should try different foods. I've tried all kinds of strange ass foods. You know, like I don't know. I've pretty much eaten every kind of food you can get in the U.S. You know, that's still decent for where we are and not ruined.
Again, can Phoebe explain spotted dick? Even to me.
Yeah, do it, Phoebe. Floor's yours, baby. Go ahead.
Well, what would you like me to explain about it? It's a steamed sponge pudding with raisins and currants.
Yeah. Why is it called spotted dick though? That's the bit I don't get.
I have no idea.
I don't know what word you're saying. Did you
Absolutely
say
no
spicy
idea.
dick? What is he saying?
Spotted dick.
It's a
Okay.
it's a steamed sponge pudding with raisins and currants in it that's usually served with custard.
Yeah.
And it's a staple of British school food up and down the country. And people get really over-the-top nonsensical about the name Spotted Dick. So you'll see idiots write Spotted Richard instead because they're just wankers and should be taken out and forced to eat all the spotted dick under the sun until they realise that calling it Spotted Richard is the stupidest and most arseholic, ridiculous and strange thing that I could ever imagine. And anybody that decides they're going to call it Spotted Richard, like the idiots in the House of Commons restaurant that said that members of Parliament couldn't handle the word spotted dick, they need to have it shoved so far up their arse that they're taking dick.
Gee,
I'd say fuck
Phoebe,
it.
How do you feel about that?
You know what? Thank you, Jenny. I was going to ask her how she really felt.
Hey, wait a minute. I got to say something, okay?
Go ahead.
First of all, one of my favorite tools in life comes from England, and the brand name is King Dick. Now, after that, I just tested positive for COVID.
Oh,
Did you really, Jenny? Fuck.
Oh, no.
Do you know where you got it?
Nope. Yeah, from
Oh, honey.
someone on Earth.
Are you vaccinated?
Well,
Someone on Earth.
Yeah, I am vaccinated, but I feel really, really sick.
Oh, man.
honey, I'm so sorry. Fuck.
So if I die
You
in
need
my
to keep
sleep,
me updated. Keep me updated on how you're doing, please.
so if I die in my sleep, I love you all.
Oh, stop, Jenny. Don't say
Jenny,
that.
don't do that. I'm not.
I would fucking bawl for, I don't know, like a month or something. If you, I don't know, a year? I don't know.
Oh.
It's hard to make me cry, but I'm just saying I would fucking bawl over that shit. I would be so fucking heartbroken to something. So let me know how you're doing, please.
Yeah, I would dedicate my entire channel to just the interview that I did with you and just play it on loop for like a week.
Just leave
I'm
it on the
serious.
main the main video that plays when people go to your page.
Yeah.
And then everybody can see Jenny.
Thereby proving you are Looney Tunes.
Of course I'm Looney Tunes. I interview people. How much weirder do you want to get?
We'll go get like a bunch of like trans stickers and put it all over your fucking your coffin. How about that? No, you're not gonna die, damn it! Don't you start that shit. We're not talking about that. Fuck it.
If you,
I don't like
if
that
you
topic.
have an oximeter, maybe
Yeah, I do.
keep track. Yeah, just keep track.
Oh yeah.
Because when I had it, it dropped real sudden on me.
I'm hanging around 90 right now.
Good. Good, good.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm usually 97.
No, not 90 is
Oh,
not good, but that's
90.
the bare
Yeah, 90's
minimum you
bad.
want.
90 is fine. 90 is fine.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not ideal.
Well,
It's not
brilliant.
ideal, but it's like
yeah,
if you got
y'all are
COVID.
telling me what the proper level should be. Gotcha. I got it.
No, I
Shush.
was explaining myself what I
B,
meant. I
B
didn't say
loves
it was
to B
bad.
loves to say that he knows more than I do.
I don't know
about
shit
medicine.
compared to you, Ben. I've
Yeah,
never.
like I'll
fucking
be
say
on
that
streams with
shit.
him, and he's talking about the medicine, and I'm like, "What am I doing here? I
What
should
is
just
my
leave."
degree
Well,
for?
because you told me. I'm going
Hold on,
off
you
of
guys.
what you
Hold on,
said.
hold
I'm
on. No,
literally
Sandy,
repeating
I
what
have
you
not seen the
said.
doctor yet. The news just came over online on an online message about an hour ago. But I put a note into their email system, and we'll be in contact with somebody tomorrow, I'm sure. But so far, the automated messages tell me I should just seal the door shut for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's basically. Are you gonna? Do you have enough food and everything, or do you have somebody that can like drop it off at your doorstep, or
No, I
help you out
don't.
with it?
I don't have enough food. We'll figure something out.
Oh man, get somebody to like just leave like money in your mailbox or something. Have somebody drop it off in your doorstep. I don't know.
Just got
I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just want to make sure you're okay. That's all.
Well, I'm not. I have COVID.
They had me.
I meant that you're making it through COVID okay. You pain in the ass.
They had me at a certain point sleep on my stomach. Did you ever hear about that, Ben?
Yeah, we're proning a lot of people. That's more something that we're doing for people in the ICU. So,
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can. It might be symptomatically helpful for you, but it's
I'm-
not like
I'm-
an imperative unless you're like.
I'm too fat
in the
to
ICU.
sleep prone. If I try to lay on my stomach, my fat belly will push so far into my diaphragm I can't breathe.
Yeah, because that's the other problem is proning can also give you issues with intra-abdominal pressure. So, like, it's kind of a trade-off.
Well, I was
So,
about
like,
to
if you're-
ask how to. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like if you're in the ICU, like we would prioritize proning over like the abdominal issues, but then that does become an issue if someone has like liver disease. But normally we would prioritize lungs over that if it came down to it.
Right. Well, yeah.
But there is that trade-off.
So what's the point in doing that? What does that change when it comes to breathing?
My brain is fried.
Okay.
I want to make sure I get the actual mechanism.
Okay.
Right.
I don't. I mean, I'm just trying to learn. You know, I'm trying to get everybody.
Yeah, there was a brilliant series in the UK what explained that and said that lying on your stomach can help with that, but I can't remember the series name, so not much.
Jenny,
help.
everybody wants to order your food for you.
No, don't worry about it. We have no delivery out here. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere.
That's what Ox said. Do you have Instacart? And Sandy said probably not Ox. She's not in a city. No, she has. There's like a 900 people population where Jenny lives.
Do you have Stagecoach?
Well, yeah, but the horses are dead.
Good luck, Commander. I hope the first day of your new job is amazing. Good luck, buddy.
I wanted to make sure I got this right because there are multiple mechanisms at
Okay.
play, as with anything. So, I mean, the main thing is like how gravity affects your lungs and how they sit, because like gravity will pull your lungs downward, and so certain areas are going to be more open versus others. So you're optimizing your ventilation perfusion ratio when you're prone, because then you can get equal distribution to your other areas. So the areas of your lungs that are collapsed
Right.
aren't going to be as much of a problem because you have other areas that are well ventilated and perfused. But then I guess there's also a mechanism with improving venous return.
Okay.
But I don't know much evidence for that mechanism.
I'll tell you right now, one of the most annoying things about it is you've got this dry hacking cough and you can feel the shit in your lungs, but it won't come up. You can't cough it out. It just builds up more and more. I feel a lot worse today than I did yesterday. So,
I just
we'll see.
remember my
I'm
joint
sorry,
pain
honey.
being off the chain. Do you feel like a lot of joint pain?
Yeah, every joint in my body.
That's not good.
I think I can feel joint pain in my anvil stirrup in my ears.
Yeah, it's literally
Oh.
everywhere. It's weird. It's like the
Yeah.
worst flu ever.
I mean, that's what happened to me after my second shot, but it was only for like 3 or 4 days. And then by day 4, I felt really crappy, but I could function. But over the weekend, I just like laid here with a blanket on me. Like, I just felt horrible, man. So I can't even imagine having COVID, how that would. But see, that's the point of the vaccine, though. It's so you can survive it and it doesn't fucking kill you. So the fact that you're vaccinated bodes well for you, Jenny.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Ox. If anybody wants to contribute to a food fund for Jenny so she can get some food brought to her house by a friend or pay somebody or whatever, there you go. There's her Kofi. What do they call it?
Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mel has to go. Mel,
Can I just say,
I'm sorry, Mel.
It's okay. 7:30 a.m. class tomorrow. So
let's hold on, guys. Before we go any further, let's all say goodbye to Mel. Thanks for coming by, sweetheart. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye,
it was
Mel.
fun. See you later.
Always love seeing you. Bye, honey.
Big fan of Scientist Mel, and just realised that was Scientist Mel. So.
Oh yeah,
Phoebe
that's
had to
Scientist
go.
Mel.
Phoebe had to go
Oh,
as well.
Phoebe, where did I missed that? I need a minute.
She just told me. Something
Okay.
came up.
Okay, as long as she's all right. So, anyways, carry on the COVID conversation. Whatever you were going to say there, Ben.
I was just going to say, am I okay streaming this on my channel?
Oh yeah, I said yes in the private chat. Yeah, it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't have a copyright on you guys' thoughts. You guys can all share it to whatever channel you want.
Basically, I started a stream and then I saw you talking about bits, so I thought I had to join. So,
what's your new channel? Share it in the private chat. I don't know what your new channel is. There, your old one went away.
Yeah. I am trying to get people joining. Yeah, and I've just seen Dwayne Burke in the chat. Welcome, Dwayne Burke. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, Tubian. Anybody that says that is a fucking idiot. That's bullshit. I never get the fucking flu. And when I do, I'm down for like 3 days. And I'm telling you, my body hurt worse from the COVID fucking second shot than it ever did from a flu. And I can't imagine having full blown fucking COVID. Hi, Catnip.
I want to be hit by a train.
Well, what?
You want to be hit by a train? God, this is like Depression Monday. What's going on, honey?
Be hit with a train. No, I'm not even depressed this time. My body just feels like I'm dying. So.
Oh.
Did you pass me the depression?
No, I did. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got it from
I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take it back.
No, I can hold on to it for a little bit. You had your turn just now.
Would you like some baby serotonin?
No.
Little human.
Ow.
Right. I have
Babies
to be like
do help you feel better.
I really have to be like the only one in this chat that does not like children.
Oh, I love kids. I play with them, and I hold them, and when they poop, I give them back to their parents.
I love kids. I love kids, especially fricasseed.
I don't know. I don't understand I don't understand how people like children, but they're like, if I were to babysit, they're like super attracted to me, and they're like, I love you, and I'm like, I don't. Go away. But
I gotta make this up for Jenny.
I also do not want my own kids. I'm saying that out loud. If it wasn't already obvious.
Thoughts on fluvoxamine.
What the fuck is that?
I don't have any thoughts because I haven't read up on it for that application.
Okay. There we go. Go ahead, Jenny. Say whatever you want.
I don't want drugs.com.
Huh? What?
No. Oh, wait a minute. My
Let's
banner's
see.
wrong. It auto-corrected. Hold on. I can correct it.
Wait,
What
wait.
the fuck
I
is
was reading the banner and it
fluvoxamine?
went away.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's an SSRI.
The views and opinions of this channel are not necessarily those of the channel owner.
Now my bun looks like a wizard hat.
Jenny says about fricasseeing a baby. Like, what the fuck is that?
I would suspect people understood that to be humor, no matter how dark it was.
Are any of you guys that are mods on the panel? Can one of you grab that and put that in the? If you have another window open with the stream on it.
Am I grabbing Wildheart?
Then, yeah, for Wildheart, I want to share it out.
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Because that you have a great brother. B. Yeah, he's been on my channel quite a lot.
Where is the black box?
Yeah, you have a great brother. Well done.
Oh, it's Lovux.
Yeah, Richard
Thanks,
Manson.
HS.
Yeah, Richard Manson. He's a great brother.
Dude, my brother's so cool. He's so fucking smart. You know what he tells me? You know what he tells me? He's like, people don't know, but I'm really stupid. And I'm like, no, you aren't. What are you talking about? He's like, I don't know shit. This just this stuff's in the
Richard's
Bible.
so
And I'm
smart,
like,
though.
but you remember all of it, and you can be like, oh, wait a minute. No,
Yeah.
that's really this. You know,
Yeah.
like, how does he?
Yeah.
I don't even know. He's ridiculous. He thinks he's not
Yeah.
intelligent. It's bullshit.
Which-
And now that we mentioned him, he should show up soon because he's done
Yeah.
almost done with the
Yeah.
stream.
Hopefully. Yeah.
So looking at the
Peace and respect.
fluvoxamine
Yes.
studies, it seems like kind of the same concerns that I have with like the ivermectin studies, just in that the studies are very limited in sample size, and like it's very difficult to gauge if there's actually like a causal relationship or what the goals were of the treatment. I guess like they definitely need to do more studies, because sure, they had some significant data from this study, but it was very, very small.
Okay.
So Ben, I have a question for you. It's
Yeah.
sort of a horror story too. So I visited my fam, and they all kind of have moved out of California into a Trump land, we'll just say.
Oh, no.
And like every single rabbit hole they've fallen into, pretty much. And one of the ones is anti-vax. So like normally they're not anti-vax, but they have fallen so deep into a Fauci conspiracy that it's man-made from China, and then they've taken it so far as saying that the vaccine itself is exposing you to a disease that normally wouldn't jump to humans, and therefore is priming you to get this COVID thing.
Hold
The
on. What
vaccine,
about
like,
all the people
isn't-
that died of COVID before they got the vaccine?
The
They
vac-
think
the
it's actually
vaccine
going to
is-
make it worse.
The vaccine isn't a disease. It's not even a pathogen. It's a spike protein. It's mRNA of a spike protein.
Yeah.
It's not any organism at all.
All
So
it
they-
does
it's
is
less-
trigger your body to defend
less-
itself against.
No,
it, right?
it's less of an organism than any other vaccine that we have.
Really?
So they think that that people that are getting hospitalized right now due to COVID are people that have the vaccine or are made worse by the vaccine. They believe that.
Okay. And yeah, like think about
Like
this. So,
Ben's like,
so
oh,
we have an mRNA. It's literally it's mRNA.
Fine.
The other vaccines that we get, there are plenty of vaccines that we get that are live attenuated, like they're actual organisms that have just been mutated to not be pathogenic. Or we have those that are inactivated or like dead, but are still the organism. So like this mRNA is less of an organism than every other vaccine that is given regularly to people. So that's not true. And the idea that it's making, like, how would it make COVID worse?
So like they're looking at, for instance, my city, San Diego, which has a really high vax rate. I think we're at 80% or something. We're like one of the better vax rates in big cities. And our hospitals are still getting overrun by COVID. And they're just assuming, I think, for some reason, that these people are vaccinated and they're still getting very, very ill.
The data is showing that overwhelmingly the majority of people in the hospital with COVID are unvaccinated.
Savage, come on in. We got one more spot.
But on Ben's point, about unvaccinated people, you just need to. I'm going to use the UK here as an example. In the UK, at this time, we would normally have hospitals being overrun, and we would normally have ambulances queuing outside of hospitals. This year, that's not happening. People are not going to hospitals with respiratory diseases because people have gone and got the COVID jabs, and we're at 90 to 95% of over 16s being vaccinated in the UK. And the people that are getting COVID now are 15 and under, mainly 12 to 15-year-olds. But the other thing that has been very successful in the UK is when people have been called for their flu jabs, they've gone and got it. So in the UK, the people who are in hospital at the moment, people who are having heart attacks, people who've been involved in car crashes, people who have other diseases, people are not generally in hospital in the UK because of COVID, because we have such ridiculously high vaccine rates. And the people that are in hospital aren't there for COVID reasons. My local hospital recently announced that it had desegregated itself because it had so few COVID cases.
We still have a decent amount of COVID. So, like, even though, like, we're at, like, an 80% level, like, we still have a decent amount of COVID where, like, I have a friend who's a charge nurse, and she's just, like, my whole floor is just overran. And like they've had to turn people that have COVID over to another hospital because they can't. They're just over, you know. So I don't know. Like, I don't know why our numbers are so wonky. Maybe people are lying. I have no idea. I thought the reports came from the CDC, so I don't know.
Ben, what say you about that Titans comment there?
For COVID, I would need data for that because
you haven't heard about it yet. Okay. Well, you know what? To you, resources. Give us some links in the chat so we can check it out.
Yeah, like I can look at some data.
But yeah, in the UK, they have announced that we had a peak, I think about 6 or 7 days ago, where we had 50,000 new cases. That sounds like an awful lot, but it's not an awful lot in a UK context, because the big peak that we had, we were getting 300,000 cases a day. And we recently peaked at 50,000, but that 50,000 was done on a Monday when a load of schools had all decided they were going to give their data to the government in one go. So it spiked the data anyway.
Okay.
Because the problem with the UK system is Mondays for data publication are always higher than the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before it. Because if you get tested on a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday, and you're more likely to have your test result announced on a Monday because everyone's back at work.
Yeah, fair enough. I used to feel dumb when people would talk about things I didn't get. I heard Richard say to someone, "You're not stupid, you're uninformed." Yeah. He does say that. And that, there's a difference between looking truth straight in the eye, like COVID stuff, and denying it. And then there's another thing of not understanding the information and literally being unintelligent enough to fucking grasp the concept, which is me with a lot of science and astrology.
I'd like to ask a question.
Go, Jenny.
Hey, Ben. What the handout they gave me when I got my test said that if I do test positive, that I am in a group. Excuse me. that I'm in a group that is eligible to get this. Oh, I'm forgetting the word. You know, they inject you when people who get the virus, they develop. It starts with an M. I think.
I'm not
Help,
sure.
I have no idea.
Is this
I don't know,
a
sweetheart.
special treatment, Jenny? That they
No,
give?
no, remember when before they had the vaccine, they were finding that if they took people who recovered from the virus really well, they could extract something from their blood, some kind of antibody or something, and inject it into people who were coming down with it, and it would give them a boost on getting over it much faster.
And they give that to Trump.
They probably gave it to Trump. Yeah, like just the antibodies and plasma.
Yeah, something like that.
It's called convalescent plasma therapy.
So let me ask, Jenny. I'm sorry, I got distracted for just a second between the chat and my phone, so I apologize for that. If you already said this, just tell me to shut up. Have you looked into getting any kind of antibody injections to help you? Because they do that for some people.
Well, that's what we're talking about now.
Oh, okay. Because I just heard antibody in at the end.
Yeah, monoclonal antibodies. That's the M.
Ah,
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to you.
That's it. That's it. They said I'm eligible for that. Is that something I should do?
I mean, you can.
I don't know. We have I don't know. I know some doctors that recommend it, and I think it just depends on the person. I think you should just talk to your doctor about it. Call the doctor's office and ask them and say, hey, should I take this or should I do this or not? Because like Ben said 500 times, every patient is different. So I would say default, check with your provider. So my opinion. Yeah, exactly, Sandy. That's how I feel about it. If they think that your provider thinks you're good to take it, Jenny, she said, I take all the help you can get. How can it hurt? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
as long as you don't have any contraindications for it, then you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, most people, if they had contraindications for it, would not be able to get the COVID vax, right, Ben? Because aren't you just loading them up with antibodies that they would have gotten from the vaccine, or no?
No.
Okay.
Because
I thought it was. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, the vaccine causes you to make your own antibodies, and then the monoclonal antibodies is a medication, like you're getting it elsewhere.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But I think probably like certain autoimmunities, you might not want to do monoclonal antibody. But it depends on who you are in your situation. But there's contraindications for anything.
Okay. So that means they wouldn't if they were contraindicated for the vaccine, that wouldn't necessarily mean they couldn't get antibodies, like external antibodies put into them.
Yeah, they're different. So
okay, that's what I'm asking.
I'm trying to look up what the actual
contraindications are. What did you say? Titan said it's a highly effective treatment. Of course, check with the doctor, as B says. I'm not medical, but my educational background is biology, and I'm getting crash courses in this on Discord from vetted experts. Well, that's good. I can appreciate that. And honestly, for any of you that don't know Titan very well, he's very hard on people about give me a citation. So he usually doesn't spurt things out unless he believes it's true. So
Titan Uranus knows everything about everything.
Yeah. So
Titan's great. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Anybody who's brave enough to have the name Titan Uranus is probably pretty tough and smart and stuff.
I feel like a lot of folks that have fallen into this like COVID conspiracy, anti-vax stuff, and a lot of them you make this horrible assumption, like you seem like these people are stupid and they don't have high IQs, but a lot of these people have like 135 IQ, 140 IQ, like they're not like they're educated people, and so like I think it's interesting, and I wonder if it's the same power and rhetoric that you see like in cults, or You know, like cults can have very smart people. Like otherwise the cult can't run. Right? Like, or, I mean, I hate to like bring up Godwin's law, but we've had like terrible governments in the past where people have supported it. And they were very smart people. Like, and it's really easy to just assume that people are evil or good, you know, and just kind of make a dividing line, or stupid and smart. But it seems like it's a little more complicated than that.
First, I want to say that Savage said exactly Spackle, and Olive said brains are vulnerable to hacking. Abso-fucking-lutely. People can be easily swayed. Some of these fucking groups that are spewing misinformation are preying on people's lack of knowledge and whatever crutch they need in their life. That's what somebody needs, a crutch. That's who they get. Ben, what do you think about Gio's comment there?
That's really vague and not enough really for me to go off of, because there are contraindications to vaccines. So like that, the doctor could be right or they could not be, because I mean there are always contraindications.
Also, Dr. Ben, what do you make, or student Dr. Ben, what do you make of doctors in the U.S. that are preemptively prescribing ivermectin, like the actual, before anything happens? What is that?
It's bullshit. They should not be doing it. There's an organization that people have been trying to point me towards that do that, and it's such a scam. Like the FLCCC or whatever is an absolute scam. Like, we did have a presentation on this, even on one of my rotations, on how scammy they were. The data is not there. The meta-analyses that they had included studies that were like faulty studies. So you can't trust the meta-analysis if it has faulty studies in it. And the doctors on there, basically, they're telling people to doctor shop for doctors that will prescribe them ivermectin. They're making these broad blanket statements that like everybody should be doing this, but then leaving their stupid little disclaimers of like, but this isn't actually medical advice. Like, go talk to your doctor. But they're persuading people to do this. And you look at these people and they're posing as these frontline doctors. And one of them in particular, one of the main ones, is not at all a frontline doctor in COVID. So PM&R is a great specialty, but it's not a frontline COVID specialty. Physical medicine and rehab, he's not working with critical COVID patients. He's not. He also peddles like weird, like spiritual cures and like weird woo stuff on his website.
Oh, God.
So it's, yeah, the organizations of doctors trying to push for ivermectin prophylactically, like there's a lot of sketchy stuff happening with them. It's scammy.
Anyway, wonderful people. It is 2:15 in the morning
Yes.
Go to bed.
Sorry, I was trying to keep up with everything.
Go to bed, Phoebe.
Phoebe,
Good night,
Phoebe,
Phoebe.
thank you for so much for coming, and I love you, and it's nice seeing you again. I missed you there for a few days, so.
Phoebe,
Bye, honey.
I'm very glad to have seen you tonight. You make me feel a little better.
Aww.
Yeah, I had to leave the stream earlier because I was... How can I put this? I had a bit of a breakdown when Jenny said what she said, and I had to leave the stream earlier. So...
Oh, honey, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, but I'll get
yeah.
there. There's a student doctor that, you know, is a wonderful man that was like, yeah, here's some help. Because he's wonderful like that.
Yeah.
So thank you
Don't
to the
tell
good
him.
student doctor.
Don't tell him his head gets all swelled up and you can't fit in his fucking his lab coat.
Hey, he just needs some of my ego. Just needs some of my ego to help.
I don't need any more of anyone's ego. Can I answer I didn't answer Tubin's question.
Oh, okay. Well,
but I
Phoebe, have a great night. We love you.
Night, Phoebes.
Thank you all.
Bye, sweetheart. Okay, let me go back to that. Please answer that. That's why I put it up.
Yeah. It has some antiviral properties, but it's been shown in vitro, like in a petri dish, that in very high amounts it can kill COVID. The problem is you translate that to a human body, and that is an insane amount of ivermectin needed to have the antiviral properties.
And once again, what are the downsides of taking too much ivermectin, Dr. Ben?
Mostly like seizures and shit.
Possible death.
Possible death. A most likely outcome is seizures.
Isn't taking too much of anything going to lead to death anyway?
I mean, yes, that's true, but I mean, this is a much more efficient way to get there than maybe too much water.
Fair point.
Yeah, but water's cheaper.
This is true.
Ben, I don't know if you've seen what Titan said, but he sent you the paper about the live virus.
I see it. I got like 3 people telling me.
Okay,
got it.
I just wanted to be sure.
Got it.
I already put it up there for him. He knows. He knows.
I'm not gonna lie. If somebody said, "Hey, the cure's in the semen," I'd be like, "I don't believe you."
I mean, I thought too much ivermectin also led to impotence, maybe, and a few other like
I need evidence
unfortunate
for that.
side effects. But
I need
again, I'm with
evidence
you.
for that.
I don't know that that's anything but
I don't
people
think
just
so.
spewing BS.
Okay,
No.
I'm sorry, Gio. I thought you were looking. That was a you were prompting a response from that, so I apologize for that. But the bottom line is if you are concerned about why the doctor said that and you don't know why, then make some time and go sit down with the doctor and fucking discuss it with them. Find out why they said that. I mean, there's maybe they can put you at ease with you knowing more about the health of your mother, or maybe you just give you some good information.
Hey, kids.
No, exactly.
Hold on a second. I'm going to take
Jenny.
off.
Okay, honey. Well, get some
Good
rest.
night,
Let me know how
Jenny.
you're doing, please. Just
Yeah.
a Twitter DM with a fuck you. I don't even care. Just let me know you're okay. Okay.
Great. Fuck you.
Okay. I love you too, sweetheart. Take it easy. Lots of water.
Night, Jenny.
Sleep.
I love you, Jenny. Sleep well.
Night, sweetheart.
Do you guys have a way to check in with her every so often?
Well, we all have her on Twitter. It's just a matter whether she feels. That's why I asked her to let me know something. A frown face, just so I know you're okay. Well, Ben, what about injecting bleach like Trump said?
Like both of you guys are saying, it's pretty much like anything can kill anything in a petri dish as long as it's a good enough amount. Or a handgun.
Or a handgun?
You can kill cancer in a petri dish with a handgun, so it's doesn't mean that a handgun is a cure for cancer.
Well, I mean,
It can be. If
it'll cause the case to resolve.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Every case of everything resolve. Yeah,
This is
all
getting
cases
dark.
resolve one way or another.
I'm glad that everyone else could hear what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Man, a few minutes ago, I couldn't get you guys to shut up. What the fuck?
I'm reading the study.
Hey, Bolt.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. My kid's making a lot of noise in the background, so I'm trying to keep it down.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I mean, a little kid noise is all right, Say
Tell
what
him
you
I
gotta
said
say.
hi.
I will.
How old is your son now?
He's 7.
Okay.
He's in 2nd grade, and I'm doing that for him. Well, with him, not for him.
I was gonna say for him, dude. You ain't gonna learn nothing like that.
Right.
And he's very excited about Minecraft and Pokemon cards.
Oh, my wife's got him with a tutor. It's his kindergarten teacher, and he can't stop showing her things like his Pokemon cards and everything Minecraft, and it's really cute.
I remember one of my nephews. One of my nephews years ago. He's like, oh my god. Well, he's a ex-nephew-in-law. Anyways, he was really into Pokemon, man. He knew all the different shit, and Like he could just spout it off to you, and he was like, he started stealing money out of his mom's purse. It was my sister-in-law. Started stealing money out because he was obsessed and he wanted more cards. And he wanted the rare cards. So it was kind of crazy, but boy, he was into that shit.
I heard Pokemon got very excited. I would stop there because I will not stop talking about it. And if you think it's a joke and or funny, I'm not joking around.
We were just talking about how Bolt's kid is very into Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I know. But my brain is small and I have two brain cells that collide with one another. Like at constant high speeds, and I only hear one word, and that one word was Pokemon.
Hey, look, Bolt, you're back at the beach.
Yeah, that's the picture I took at the beach.
I know. It's the one you sent me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I have
I have to deal with the dog.
Darko Burke.
Dog. Dog, dog, dog,
Okay.
dog.
Here we go. Here's my around the horn. I'm going to do like Mikey does. I'm going to get all fucking fancy and put it up here. So what was your favorite game / obsession? So I don't mean just like board games or video games, but what was the one thing you loved to do when you were a kid? What were you into? Let's start with Catnip.
Singing.
Really?
Yeah, it was the one safe place in the hectic home I grew up in. I would go outside and sit on my swing set and sing like a bird. Would sing whatever. I would put CDs in my little CD player and I would just sing my little heart out.
Aw, that's awesome. That's awesome. What kind of genre of music was your favorite?
Well, when I was a kid, the only thing we were allowed to listen to was what came on the radio, and my parents only listened to country's music. So most of my childhood is just 80s and 90s and 2000s country. Since then, I have expanded into many other genres. I won't turn anything away. I'll listen to anything once.
Fair enough.
Is that a challenge?
You guys are having a whole conversation over here. Yes. So, Holy Spackle, your turn.
A couple things. I'm a movie fanatic, big time, and I wasn't allowed to watch modern movies. By modern, I mean like 80s through 90s. So I grew up in the 80s. So I watched a lot of old movies, and I've become a massive old movie fan. So I love classic movies, like big time. And then, are we talking about games? Like, I have really weird talents. Like, I'm not good at like team sports per se, but summer camp games that are violent, I was really good at. Very competitive, kind of steal the bacon games, things like that. I was always really good at for some reason.
Huh.
Dodgeball, stuff like that.
Dodgeball. I was horrible at dodgeball, but I was great at catching. So I got hit all the time, but if I could catch that, if it was within reach, I'd catch that motherfucker.
I'll show you one. I can share my screen. Like,
Maya! Hi,
I have strange talents.
Maya's shit.
I will be right back.
Okay, hold on. Okay, be right back. Oh, we got Savage in here for a minute. Snap!
Savage!
What is up, baby? Let me put this up real quick.
Okay, I want to show you my violent talent. I'm not in this video, but like this was my jam.
We came through for ops. They like we messing up the game plan. They see the wave, man.
Oh my! I used to play that in YouTube.
Am I gonna get kicked?
Jesus Christ.
No. Try to get that bitch out of the trash.
Oh yeah, I saw
that.
All I really want.
You gotta get the guy in the barrel.
I was really good at that game. I have weird talents, I tell you.
Yeah, no, I was.
You were really good at the game too. In the barrel.
Oh yeah, I was always the last person.
Dude, that song was a bop too.
I saw that shit. That is fucking crazy.
I used to play that all the time.
Really? Were you good at it too? Oh my gosh.
That was pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah, that was like my jam. Like for whatever reason, like people go, were you good at like softball? You seem like a softball kind of girl." I'm like, "Oh, I see where you're going there." And I'm like, "No, but I can play kajabi can." And they're like, "What's that?"
We called it electric trash can.
Yeah,
Trash
same
can
thing.
boogaloo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really about how limber you are and how much you can kind of move with the group, and then
Yeah, it was agility.
how
Yeah.
agility and opportunity, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and tenacity. If you have those three things, you'll win.
And like just like lowering your center of gravity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet it's all about balance, right?
No, right.
Or jumping over it.
Yeah, right. I kind of missed Savage because she came in late. So, what was your one game / obsession when you were a kid? What did you like to do?
So as far as sports, I was like the weird horse kid.
No,
So,
no,
like,
no.
I
This
did,
can
like,
be
weird.
This can be a
horse
video
sports.
game. This can be Pokemon. This can be anything you were interested in.
So the weird one that I actually was interested in the 90s and recently became an obsession again is, do you remember the like pocket pets?
Oh, the pocket pets. Yeah. What were they called? We were talking about that, weren't we?
Tamagotchi was the one that was really
Tamagotchis, that's it.
popular.
How
I always loved a Digimon, which is the same one. I've like found them again, and me and my wife now both have These that
Oh
you can
my
like
God, you
connect
have
them
one.
and like battle them against each other. Yeah.
Hold
So
on. I have something to show you. If I can get it off my fucking bed, that is.
I couldn't remember which camera I
I
was
played
using.
all the Neopets.
Oh, I love Neopets.
Oh, nice.
Did you hear about the Neopet NFT shit that's been going on? Because I
No.
have, because it's all over my Twitter timeline, and it's like really disgusting. Also, I apologize. I look like hot fucking shit.
Who looks like hot shit?
I do,
How is
but-
shit hot? Actually, I've seen hot shit. It's not
I
very
have
attractive.
two. Of
I'm
Got
not
a
buying it.
Is that a Tamagotchi and a Gigapet?
No, they're both
God.
Tamagotchis.
They're both
Gen-
Tamagotchi. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're Gen. I think they're Gen 1s, but
Nice.
yeah, I've had this for like a
Nice.
really long time. Also, I'm showing my age. This is the year I graduated elementary school, but
I'm
yeah,
trying to see.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
I should
Digital pets unite.
yeah, I should really make sure like these work still, because they're like hard to come by now, like at least the Gen 1 ones.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
these are in like really good condition. They're like not banged up or anything too.
Yeah, me and wifey's are remakes.
Yeah.
I think they're
Wait,
like 20th anniversary or something.
Yeah, they're at their like
We're
20 or
old.
yeah.
My actual obsession, like as a kid, is probably still my obsession, and that is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
Because it's just worthy of that spot.
Oh, don't get
It
me
is worthy.
started. Oh, that's such a good show. Did you watch Korra? Did you watch
Yeah,
Korra?
yeah, it
Okay.
wasn't as good as
Okay.
the
All right.
original.
All right. No, I really need to just stop pounding White Claws.
Shout out to Dr.
Good.
Misha. Matchbox over Hot Wheels for sure.
Yeah, Matchboxes
I just
are
saw
great.
that in the side chat.
Theater was great.
Let's see what else we got here. So there's this one. Okay,
love
who's
Calvin and
next?
Hobbes.
Bolt. We didn't get to you.
Let's see what I was obsessed with as a kid.
Yeah.
Probably Lego more than anything. I had a ton of Legos, and
Oh, yeah?
now as a grown up, I do too. So don't be surprised. I still play with Legos.
I've got a good sized bin of them. I don't have like any of like the mega sets or anything. I did have some like medium sized sets as like a young adult, but budget gets a little bit harder to like, you know, find the money
Yeah.
for Lego sets as
They're
you get older.
expensive.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah, I've got a
you
bunch of
gotta,
trains
like
and-
electricity or some Legos. I choose
Right.
electricity.
I'm lucky that I get them for Christmas from like my in-laws and stuff. So I have some of the really big like Technic sets and stuff.
What are we on about?
Yes.
Childhood obsessions.
Lego.
I knew that.
Hello, one great woman.
Oh,
How are you?
specifically Legos.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Legos.
You're all
Hey Heather.
blinky. You're all blinky, but it's okay. We'll leave you there anyways.
Hi Heather.
Oh, everybody's waving at you. Can you
Catnip
see
is
them all?
standing Heather now.
I am. I love Heather. I love the shit out of Heather.
She's great.
10
She
out of
loves all
10.
you guys too. She keeps asking to come in and hang out with everybody because she wants to get to know everybody. So, good time to do it. We're doing around the horn. Wildheart, you next?
Yeah, I was into if anyone remembers Commodore 64 or Amiga. Commodore 64, basically computer games.
Commodore 64.
Commodore.
Yeah, little
My wife
computer.
has one.
His
Yeah.
accent with that echo just really fucked me up on that.
Sorry,
Yes,
sorry.
Commodore. Yes, Commodore
Yeah,
64
Commodore
games.
64. Yeah.
I don't.
Basically that. Yeah.
I'm guessing I'm too young for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm too
Yeah.
young
Oh,
for
if you
that.
don't know what a fast load is, we ain't talking. No, I'm
This
kidding.
is
Okay,
this
I'm
is
out.
pre
I'm out.
Atari. Everything
Yeah.
is done on tape
Yeah.
instead of disk drive.
Yeah.
Yes, you'd
I
stick the
started off
fucking
with-
game in and on the floppy,
On the
or what was it, a floppy?
Oh, it was cassette tape.
It was a card. Ours has a
Oh,
card
it was
reader.
a card.
Maybe
You're
it's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like
yeah,
it
the
is
fast
your-
load. If you put it in the fast load,
Yeah.
you could download it and play it in like 3 or 4 hours instead of 9.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
it's
was
a
fast load
CDM
to load
for-
one game.
Yeah.
And if you backed out of the game, you had to re-download the whole game.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
it was when we grew up, you little spoiled
Yeah.
fuckers.
Started off with Texas Instruments.
I've never
guessing
played it.
people from America will know what that is. Texas Instruments. Yeah, big cartridge, big. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
right.
look awesome. Yeah.
That was it basically. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, Ben, what say you?
I already said mine.
What'd you? Wait a minute.
Avatar,
The
the
Last
Airbender.
Airbender.
Oh,
10 out of
okay.
10, Ben. I'm glad you reset
Sorry.
it so I could hear
I was
it.
making coffee. I must have missed it. I
Quality
apologize.
show.
Avatar, the Last Airbender.
Okay, Heather, here's the question. What was your favorite game / obsession for you as a kid? I mean, something that was like, fun. What was the one thing you loved to do? I think you're muted.
Tiny human on screen. Tiny human.
Yep, you are muted. We can't hear you. Oh, she kicked herself. Okay, so Tiny Human, what's your
Controls are
never mind, we
difficult.
already know that one. Bolt already told us.
About to say, I can answer that one for him.
So honestly, I didn't have like an obsession with anything when I was a kid, really, because we didn't have a lot of money, so we didn't have a lot of
Pokemon
toys.
Shield
So
and
I-
Orange Sword. think it's
I love
Shield.
to play with my brother's little green army men and their Tonka trucks. They had a Tonka dump truck, and man, when we got older, we decided to destroy it, and we beat the shit out of it. We couldn't fucking bend it up. It was solid fucking steel, man. We couldn't bend it. We slammed rocks on it, hit it with a sledgehammer. We finally got the ends to bend in some, and it still would roll.
You're talking about
was-
the Tonka trucks, the big metal ones, right?
We had the dump truck. Yeah, the old metal
Yeah,
one.
B.
Yeah.
B, my little brother was obsessed with Tonka trucks as a kid.
Really?
And so you know how some kids will sleep with Beanie Babies? Well, he
Yeah.
slept with his Tonka trucks, his giant Tonka trucks, and then they'd fall off of his bed in the middle of the night, and so you just hear
Yeah, because they're fucking heavy. Yeah, the old ones. You're
why do
absolutely
you have the Tonka truck in your bed, kid?
They stopped making those that way because I guess some kid Kane enabled the other kid with them. So they're
Oh,
heavy
shit.
duty, dude. They're sharp too, the digger
Hit a
part.
kid with a
yeah.
Tonka truck, and I mean that's
Yeah.
not funny, but it's
Yeah,
funny. It's ridiculous that it's a toy and that
That
has
shovel
happening.
or whatever they call it, that scoop, is so sharp for a toy.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, the
I
bulldozer.
remember they had a bus one. I don't think it was a Tonka truck, but it was metal like that at the daycare that my mom worked at, and they took it away from the kids. And I remember there was one girl who deemed it the danger bus. It was dangerous, but she just made that into a new word. She's like, it's the danger bus.
I like it.
I love it. I love the
Leave it
danger
on
bus.
the shelf. This is the danger bus.
If I ever get like a van, I'm gonna call it the danger bus.
It's now canon. The bus in Mean Girls is the danger bus.
There you go.
Oh
Why
my
are
God.
all the dislikes? I don't know. Why are people disliking? That's so sad.
People are like disliking my video?
Are they really?
My
I forgot to
video?
hit like though. Thank you for the reminder.
It's probably because it says "fuck" in it, and people are losers.
I blame
because
me.
it's
That
because
could
I
be my
wrote
presence.
fuck it.
Because you wrote a
Aw.
bad
No.
word.
I know
The
what
Will-
it is,
Do
Spackle.
Will Snowflakes want a hug? Or give
What
you a
it
hug?
is? It's because people are mad at you.
There's a lot of people mad at me. Which people? Is it Mr.
Shanny for
Serious this
Christ?
time?
It's
It could be
Shanny for
Shanny. It could be Mr. Serious. It could be JD, whatever her name is. I don't even know.
It's Math Pig.
Listen.
Math
You're
Pig.
the one who had to go steal his little stuffed animal.
Math Pig, if you want to see,
Math Pig works.
if you want to see your kilted hero again,
Little Scotty.
you will pay the ransom.
I don't know. It sounds like it might be a justified ransom move. I might be on Spackle's side. I really haven't made up my mind yet.
I'm trying to decide if I want cryptocurrency or gift cards.
Well, I can tell you what I'm doing
Both.
next weekend. I'm fixing that woman's internet. That's ridiculous.
Yes, please.
I just want to
She's
know
a
what her
doctor. She can
reaction
afford
is.
better.
I just want to know what her reaction is to porno bong water.
What about me?
It
what
could
Like, who
be
are your
all
friends
G-Man
be?
song. Maya, that's a good point. G-Man mentioned me in a video just recently, and people were linking it to me.
Congrats.
G-Man mentioned you. G-Man mentioned you, and I'm like, I haven't been talking to him in years. It's been 3 years.
Congrats.
And I said, what did he say? And they linked it, and they're like, he was looking for a knife. And I was like, what? And sure enough, he's like, hold on a second. And he shuffles through, and he's like, I got a spackle knife here somewhere. It's just what is happening? And that's all there was. I don't know.
We gotta
if anyone can facilitate that, me talking to G-Man or DD, that would be brilliant. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, DD is so hard for me to listen to now. He just
I
he
kind of
triggers
know
me.
he may look like an idiot and kind of run rings around me, but I want to talk to him. If anyone can facilitate that, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, see, Titan, this is the fun drama though, because this is the cringe drama. It's like when you watch reality TV, you're not watching it because it's good drama. You're watching it because it's cringe drama. Which is why I think it's so funny.
Anyway, I generally don't react to him because he's just so. Yeah, I usually leave him alone. So
There you go.
But it was just really
Nice
funny because
Indian.
people were like, he's looking for a knife, and I was like, oh, he's just looking for a spackle knife. It's no big deal.
Sorry, I got
Yes.
distracted looking for a picture of a knitted Scotsman to Photoshop with a knife over.
Yes, Sandy, I don't care which button they hit. They can dislike it all day.
I was
Sure.
just gonna
Feed the
have him
algorithm.
tied
It
up. I was
counts as
gonna get
engagement.
a little
Good
gag,
night,
you know.
Sandy. Love you.
A gag? A gag?
Not that kind of gag.
Oh, okay.
Dr.
I mean,
Griffith,
because that's where
how
my
are you?
mind.
Kyle, I'll make all my friends mods, so give me a minute and I'll hook you up, buddy.
Cringe
Excuse
drama
me.
car wreck.
I'm not a mod, Mr. Dad, sir.
Oh, I did not mod my daughter?
I'm
What an asshole.
Whatever was I thinking? I know, what a dickhead, man.
Can I come up with a round the horn question? I don't know
Sure.
what a round the
Anybody
horn
that
is,
has
but
one, throw it out there. If we don't like it, we'll just say fuck it and not answer it. That's the point of the stream. No, go ahead.
most impactful book you've ever read.
I got a meme for this. I gotta find it first.
Most
I don't read.
Okay.
The last book I read, I was 13, and it was The Hunger Games, the first one.
Okay.
I gotta find it. That's the thing.
Well, someone has
Oh,
a meme already for this, so I don't know.
I hope, because there's a pipeline that I gotta find.
Can I exclude myself? I don't remember ever reading a book.
That's okay.
Pitiful.
Yeah. So I'll exclude myself from this. Yeah.
There's a lovely book.
There you go, Kyle.
Called First Aid for the boards, for the medical boards. That was a very impactful book because it helped me like not fail my test.
Smart.
Ben, are you the kind of guy that likes to read for knowledge as opposed to fun?
I do like to read for fun, but I haven't had time in a long time.
Oh, I figure you don't have like lots of time right now. Yeah. It's probably all like school now.
And like
relax. School.
Yeah, and like the last time, like I wish I had more time to read, because the last time I actually had time to like read, it was when I was religious. And so the things that I found impactful at that point in my life, I no longer find impactful for good reasons. So like it's I don't know.
sense.
I need to read more secular books now.
I see what you're saying there. Yeah, that makes sense. Misha says, can we have fiction and nonfiction? Why not? I don't think there's any rules about that.
Oh, if we're allowed to pick fiction, Percy Jackson and the Olympians is like my jam.
Oh yeah, I was only gonna pick fiction.
Well, yeah, you guys can pick whatever you want. It doesn't have to be, or you can pick one of each if you have one in both categories. You can tell me both.
Yeah, I think there's different kinds of personalities and stuff like that, and audiobooks too. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you have,
I can't find it. I'm just gonna type it in private.
I think growing up for me, Anna Green Gables was a big one for me, and I have like a really big fondness for it still.
That's such a good story.
I
I watched
really
the
think
movie when I was a kid.
I've never been much of a well, I guess I just don't. I mean, I love to read, like as far as words comprehend and blah blah blah. I don't have any problem with that. I'm just not into it. I think it's because I have ADHD, but I've listened to a lot of audiobooks, but they've all been fiction. But my favorite audiobooks are by Patricia Cornwell, and it's the Kay Scarpetta series. And there's like 20 some odd books in that series. It'll keep you busy forever. She does the main character's a forensic pathologist.
Oh, wow.
And like coroner and blah blah blah. She's held many positions, and she's like a single woman who helped raise her niece because her niece's mom was her sister was a piece of shit, and she like got her niece into all this like high tech shit and everything. It's a really good set of books, and the reason I appreciate it so much is from what I have seen throughout her series of books. She investigates every medical thing and puts it in there according to what's like, the doctors would say it is kind of thing. So she investigates it. And so it's very realistic because it's not just made up bullshit. Like she references everything.
Can you share that real quick? Look at her.
What?
Look at Patricia. Just like she looks like kind of like a badass. I just shared the screen.
Wait.
See that?
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Oh.
I have a
My bad.
picture that I'm putting in private chat. I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a picture that I found. I'm putting in private chat, and it's about Tamagotchis. So you should look at it.
I'm just kind of a badass.
I see a Scarpetta novel. And it's amazing because just the way, I don't know. You guys just check it out. Find the first one. You have to start at the beginning because it is an ever-evolving story about the characters and where they've been in their lives and blah, blah, blah. But it has like basically like 5 or 6, I think it's like 5 main characters. April, tell me if I'm wrong. I haven't read them in years. But I went through like 18 of those when I was an over-the-road truck driver. And that 1 year I listened to audiobooks, and I went through 100 and I think 1 or 2, but I just say 100 audiobooks in 1 year driving truck. Just listening while I was driving. Kept my brain busy. It was great. So kept me from falling asleep a lot out of boredom. So where were we? Who's next? Bolt, did you go?
I will go. I grew up in a very religious household and went to a religious school growing up. And when I finally found my way out of that, I wondered what else my parents were wrong about. And one of the first things I did was pick up books about evolution because I was taught that it was BS. So Why Evolution is True by Jerry Coyne. Excellent fucking book.
Nice.
And a few others like that. As for fiction, Contact, Carl Sagan. It's a great book.
Okay. There you go, guys.
I mean, the movie's good, but the book is phenomenal.
Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Griffith. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, my cats are just random. Sometimes we count how many times they walk by, or like if Ollie's up here, we'll all take a hit of pot every time a cat walks by, or take a shot.
Oh, I'd be drunk.
Get pretty fucked up that way because they walk by a lot.
I was gonna say
they're pretty active. Yeah,
that's an issue.
I mean, I live in a tiny home. They only have so much to go where you guys can't see them. So I just, at the beginning, I tried to avoid having them on camera, and I was just like, oh, fuck it, I don't care. And then people started saying, I want to see the cats. I'm like, you're not here for me. You're here for the fucking cats, aren't you? I mean, she is really cute.
And the cats.
She is really cute. She's a good baby.
No offense or full offense. I think I really am a dog person.
I just love.
I'm definitely
honestly, I love all animals.
Yeah, I do too. But having a dog as a pet, having 2 dogs in my life so far as a pet, feels significantly better than having a cat. I don't know how to explain it other than that.
They're harder. Like here's the thing, I can leave a cat for 3 or 4 days and here's a bunch of food and your kitty litter's clean and water, and I'll be do and then cut back in, and then the dog is you've been gone 4 hours. How could you leave me?
No, I
It's
understand.
just oh my gosh.
I guess because I go home. Well, I'm home and then I go to work and then come home and then go to work because I don't have a social life. I just think it's much easier. Plus, I only had 2 cats that were oh my god, you're home, and they're freaked out like they were a dog. But
yeah.
No, I only had corgis. I've only had 2 Pembroke corgis in my life, and they're some of the the smartest dogs. But I have a puppy, so he kind of is he's dependent but independent. He goes both ways sometimes, but he's mostly dependent.
Yeah.
But that comes with having a pet in COVID too. But I don't know. There's something about having an animal running up to you when you come home, and they're not oh, it's you. Feed me. I don't know.
Yeah, see, but my cats are very, very sweet and affectionate. And every time I come home, one is on the floor and one is on the trash can by the door. And they're like, pet me now. I miss you. And it doesn't matter but the funny thing is I'll come in and I pet them and I feed them, and I do their water and I do their litter box. And then by the time I'm done with all that, they're overtaking a nap and they're okay, I said hi, you're home. I can leave for 2 or 3 days. I've left before for 2.5 days and 2 nights and came back and they were like, dude, are you back already or what? I thought we had more time, So I have an extra litter pan and extra bowls, and I just double up everything that I know is, normally if I filled it all up, it would last them for 2 days. So basically, I just quadruple it and I can go for the whole fucking weekend and they don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I leave the windows open for them.
House party.
The significant difference, in my opinion, between a cat and a dog is just how much you want them to be independent, really. Cats are pretty, for the most part, are independent, but dogs require some sort of attention. They're pack animals. They're pack animals, and that's just natural instinct. But
Right.
More
And
domesticated
depending
too.
on the type
Yeah.
of cat, like they may or may not need some attentions as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I had a cat who I grew up with, and he became codependent with me. But anybody else, he was super independent, to the point where he was like hyper aggressive to people he didn't know. And that's like one out of a trillion examples. But I don't know. There's
Right.
just something about a dog and their companionship and kind of like their codependency. I don't.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
because that's the
whoosh.
thing. That's what people love. See, you have two different types of people in this world. I feel like,
Yeah.
when it comes to cat and dogs,
Or
you have
three.
the people that want attention, want something to follow them around and give them attention all the time. My cats do it. It drives me fucking up the wall. I don't want an animal to do that with me. I don't want an animal to be totally clingy with me. I like an animal that randomly comes up, says hi, I love you. See, 5 minutes, she's gone. You know, I'm
Yeah.
good with that. And if I leave, they're not like you leave a dog. There's dogs you have to put on CBD oil and shit because they're fucking freaked out that you're gone at work all day.
Yeah.
And so it's stressful on you. It's hard on the dog. So I have loving cats and they're sweet and they're fucking, they listen most of the time, better than most cats. So, I mean, I don't have any complaints about that, but I don't want to have a dog that you have to walk constantly and
See,
you
I like
know,
the
pay
walking
attention
constantly.
to all
I
the
do too.
time. And my life is just too
Having-
busy for that.
I either need an independent dog or a codependent cat.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I'm
Yes.
like in that.
I have
Yes.
both. I have a cat that's like
I've had
independent,
both, yeah.
and I have a cat that's codependent. So he's like a dog. He literally is. Like, so
I
I
had
guess I think I have the
both
best
up
of both
until like a year ago.
worlds.
Yeah.
No, I have a, when I say I have a puppy, he's like 6 months old, so he's pretty codependent. He's pretty dependent. But I also have a corgi, and they're pretty dependent dogs, despite being, they're pretty dependent.
Right.
And that comes with a herding breed, actually, to be fair. Most herding breeds or working dogs are super, super dependent.
Yeah.
Unless they're a hound. Hounds are not as codependent. They're pretty independent for the most part.
And my
But-
family has an Aussie, and he is like super dependent, but he's like adorable, and I love him.
Yeah, no, Aussies,
Corgis are. Did you
corgis,
say a
collies.
corgi?
Yeah, I have a corgi.
Oh,
Yeah, he
corgis
said
are so
corgi.
fucking cute.
I'll show him.
Aussies are also really freaking cute.
I'll show him.
Yes. Yes.
I'll send you a Twitter DM. He's
And then you have the ugly dogs that are cute because they're so ugly.
no. So you know those like smushed in face dogs, so like pugs,
Pugs,
Frenchies. I can't stand them. I think they should
Aw.
be bred out. Only
Well,
because of the
first of all-
constant health issues.
First
Yeah,
of
there's so
all,
many
the
health
problem
issues.
with it is they breed them too much to have that pug look, and they
No.
keep exaggerating it more. And now they have trouble breathing.
Yes.
They're having trouble breathing
Yeah.
because their noses are so smashed up. So, like, you know how when you go to you eat
They
the
also
food, you
have
breathe
like
through your
fungus
nose.
problems and
They
stuff
can't
in
do
the
that.
folds.
Yeah,
and
well,
stuff
I'm
like
just
that.
saying that's the pug part of it is what I know about. I don't know about the rest of it.
Can I,
Go
can I
ahead.
interrupt? I'm going to watch your brother, B.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
the
Hey,
last few,
Wild. Tell
Good to
him
see
I
you,
said hi
Wildheart.
and I love him, buddy. All right.
yeah, I will
All right.
tell him. And
All right.
it's brilliant to be on the stream.
I love
thank
having you, buddy. Anytime.
All right.
Peace out, buddy.
Cheers.
Can I answer my most impactful book?
Oh, we forgot. We so segued.
We're still not done with that question yet. Wow.
Yeah, we
We got
did.
distracted.
We segued.
Also,
Yeah, go ahead.
I sent you a picture of him on Twitter of my puppy, and
Thank you.
yeah, he's adorable, and I want to go smush him right now, but I can't because he's supposed to be asleep.
Yeah, I
Aw.
added a pets tab on my Discord just so that people could send me like adorable pictures of their pets because we lost
Just
my
Discord
dog.
DM me your
Yeah, so
dog.
it's like,
Let me get on Twitter here. Hold on. I'm looking
Just,
for it. Right now.
just Discord DM me your dog. I do not care. I want to see. The
Oh
puppy.
my
yeah,
god!
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look how cute this guy is. Hold on. See if I can get him on the screen.
A baby.
Good. Now that is a cute fucking puppy right there.
I gotta send you a picture of Buddy then.
Wait, his name is Buddy.
His name is Buddy.
Oh, I love him.
That's like, that's kind of like my cat. His
I don't
name,
know if I
somebody
have
named him Jameson, but I just call him Baby Boy, and he comes. As soon as he hears boy, he's like, yeah, Dad. What
Here
you got?
comes that boy.
Aw.
No, his
Shouldn't say
original
that
name
too
was
loud.
Ziggy,
Might wake him up.
Ziggy. And then we started calling him Rusty, but now I just call him Baby. Because he's a baby. And I love him. And he likes to be picked up, which is really weird for a corgi.
Yeah,
He,
that is surprising.
yeah, we don't know if he's, like, Pembroke or Cardigan, because he's very wide. He's wide like a cardigan, but he's short like a Pembroke.
Maybe he's a little mixy mix.
Maybe. But he's definitely has like corgi features. So he's not a mix of something, but he's definitely something. Or he's just a wide boy. He might just
Well,
be
like I
wide
had a
boy.
friend who had a boxer that was like one parent was like a French boxer and the other parent was a German boxer, and it was
Yeah,
like,
I
well,
get what you
it's a purebred boxer technically, but it's like
we
whatever
don't,
kind is it?
we don't know if he's a rescue. So we kind of had to guess. But he looks like a corgi and he definitely acts like one. So he's probably mostly corgi and then corgi or something. I don't know. I should really stop drinking because I'm talking a lot. But
You are talking a lot. Anyways, who was next on the book thing?
So my book, when I was a kid, I read Fahrenheit 451. I had
it's a
like
good
this
one.
really cool, like this teacher that wasn't even my teacher. But like realized that there was some kind of nerd in me in 5th grade and handed me a copy of that and explained to me that it was written at a time before like microwaves and before, cars traveled like 100 miles per hour. And it was really like just really trippy. And so I actually discovered as an adult, the series, it's the Leviathan series by Scott Westerfield it's a children's book series, and I just feel like I got like the same kind of impact from like the same kind of sense from that like I got from Fahrenheit 451. So if anybody's looking for like a good kid to a good book for like a nerd kid to start reading, it's a nice trilogy too. So if it's a good one for them, then there's more also. But as an adult, the one that I think was the most impactful to me as a writer was I found this really just lighthearted mystery series called the Needlecraft Mystery Series. And it's this author, I think she's probably written like lots of other books besides this. It has like the feeling of like a semi-retired author. And it's just a very like laid back series, but it's all like needlecraft puns. Like the titles are like Blackwork and Cruel World and like
Oh my
funny
god,
like silly stuff. And somehow this lady who is like, if you've ever seen like Murder, She Wrote, it's like that, except for the main character is this lady who runs a needlecraft shop and somehow gets involved in like the investigations of all of these crimes happening.
Jesus.
And I think
That's
it's like
hilarious.
19 books long, and it's awesome. And it's been really impactful on like me as a writer, just to like learn how to like not take myself so seriously, because it's just so good, but like just so lighthearted and like well written. And
I need a writer. Do you have spare time?
No.
Okay, never mind.
So you
I need
mentioned
a writer that will do it for me and then get paid later because I know it's gonna fucking sell.
Gotcha.
It's a story of it's like the history with current and flashbacks of my family. And we have so many crazy stories because anytime I've had a like long-term friend and we've like talked about stuff in childhood, and I end up telling all these stories and then I go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. They're like, no, keep going. You know, you should write this down, right? And I'm like, do you think it's that interesting? Like, to me, it's just my family history. So I never found it interesting, but I did start writing it. I've started writing it 3 times now. The first time I started writing on paper and I would just sit and jot down some stuff about the story and, just a rough draft. And then I lost that. So then I was with somebody who had a computer, and I was like, hey, I'm going to start writing my book again. So I got like, I think like 5 chapters in or something. I got really far into it. And I left her, and I didn't download that onto a fucking disc.
Google Drive. Google Drive nowadays, you can save it on Google Drive. It'll always be there on any device.
I'm talking about like 2005. So
I know.
Yeah,
I
It was
also
just,
had the first
saved
draft of my
on. It was
first
just
novel.
like a document, and that was it. But I still
was
started
70-something
writing again.
pages in, and I lost my first draft. Yeah.
You're how many pages?
70-something.
God, that's a
B,
quarter
I
of God
tagged you.
right there. Well,
here's the thing, B.
Yes.
Here's
What?
the thing. The new rough draft that I wrote after I went months without writing a word. And I like went through like a mourning period because it was on an old Mac and it crashed.
This is Sally Dog. The one that looks like the big bad wolf is Sally. She's 10 months old now, so she's even bigger. She's 50 pounds now.
Oh, wow.
And then the Boston Terrier. I know you just smashed Boston's. Ooh, sorry, but he was adopted. Bostons have fantastic personalities. As far as their breathing goes, like it's a fair complaint to have. But he's got a little bit of a longer snout for Boston, so his breathing's been okay. But he's got a fantastic personality. But yeah, they're so sweet, but there's so much work. Like I love dogs, and part of it is a good thing because like I have depression, so like it pulls me out. Like I have to go out and walk them and stuff like that and be active. At the same time, I'm like, oh, you guys are so much work. But that being said, like dogs are great. I love dogs and cats for different reasons. So anyway,
B, I tagged you on Twitter.
I don't have kids, so I dote over my dogs.
I'm trying to like
right on. So B, what I was gonna say was my first draft after that one got deleted was that like my new first draft after that was way better than my original first draft ever could have been.
Buddy.
I had to go through that in order to like get a better story.
No, actually, April, honestly, okay, let me put this back up.
Oh my gosh, you guys' puppies are so cute.
Because B won't share Buddy.
I share.
Oh, I didn't. Wait a minute.
There. That's Buddy.
Yeah, that's Buddy.
Oh, hold on.
That's
Hold on.
I have a feeling that he has that kind of energy too.
He really does, though.
Aww.
That's right after he got groomed.
Oh, he's cute as fuck.
Okay, I don't want to be created anymore, please.
I just want to say, April, that honestly, as I'm writing it, I'm remembering more things that my grandmother told me and that my mother told me and stuff. So I'll start writing and I'll go, oh yeah, she said that this happened during this story. So I put that in there. And the problem I have is this, okay? I can put it down. I don't know if it makes any sense to the rest of the fucking world or not, number one. I have had a couple friends read it and they critiqued it a little bit and I saw what they were talking about and went and fixed it. But I'm only a couple chapters in right now, so I'm not very far. And I've only done like one flashback, so I'm not right now, dude. I'm gonna mess up my new shirt. So
if you need help with editing, I might have time for that.
Okay. Maybe I'll send. You know what you should do? Do you have my email?
No.
Send me your email on Twitter because I have you on Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay, cool. Send me that. I'll send you what I have that I had sent my friend, and it's been like I don't know. I quit writing like a year and a half ago because I've been so busy since I moved. But and just tell me what you think. Like, just be honest, and if it sounds like you can understand it or not. I have an ADHD brain, so I have to find out if it makes sense to other people, you know?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'd be happy to look it over. I don't have like time to like commit to anything is the like when you were like, if you have time, and I was like, no.
Well, but you see, that's the thing is I'm not worried about it because this is something I decided I'm going to work on slowly over time. And then when I'm like 75 or 80 or something, I'll probably, unless I get it done sooner, as soon as I get it done, I'll just publish it. And then if it goes well, then I can just fucking retire off it. You know, fuck it. And I think that I've had people read my rough drafts and cry and laugh and stuff, and that made me almost cry because they were crying, and I was like, "Why are you? What did I say that was wrong? Why are you crying?" They're like, "No, just it's so heartfelt right here," and then they go down a couple paragraphs and they're laughing at something that I would said that was silly. So the fact that I got a couple responses like that made me feel pretty good. But that was the other draft that I lost, and I had to restart. So. Yeah, so what I learned is the cloud is good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Google Drive is good.
Yes. And then like make backups of your backups. Like whenever you like pause for a minute and you're like thinking, like get in the habit of just like saving, just like for extras, just like say and or also checking that your internet is connected, like before you close anything out. Because if you have
that's
stuff
smart.
on autosave,
If you hit save and the internet's not connected, you're right.
I've done that before.
Good point.
But if you hit save and your internet isn't connected, it'll like tell you like I can't save it right now,
right?
And it'll alert you.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. V, I hope you know that this toddler in my lap is screaming meow at me because she wants to pet your cat.
Oh, do you like the kitty? Do you like the kitty? Isn't he cute? Oh, she's so adorable. I can't stand it. I would flip this cat on his head just for that baby right now, just to make her laugh.
She
so
loves
freaking
cats.
cute.
She loves cats so much.
Yeah, I love cats
But
too.
we can't have
We
a
will
cat
get
because
along
Daddy's
good.
allergic.
Hi. Oh, that's horrible.
He's not like deathly allergic. It just makes him itchy in the face. No, Daddy's not up there. That's Swede. He is somebody's daddy, but he ain't your daddy.
Yeah, if B would show my share screen, you could see one of my toddlers.
But you're similar in the face shape to my husband.
Sorry,
so she just keeps pointing and going, "Daddy," and I'm like, "No."
Oh wow, dude!
Look, Ellie,
that
baby.
Totally makes sense for one of Swede's offspring.
Yeah.
Smash!
Yeah, baby.
Gargamel would look like if he caught a Smurf.
Right.
That is a really good picture.
Man, that's great.
Night, Les.
Fucking great. Night, Les. Have a great night. Thanks for coming by. I'm not sure who you are, but I'm glad you were here, and I hope you had fun. Yeah, so there's that. Dragon Speak.
Yeah, there's that Dragon Speak or whatever software. Like if you have trouble, like some people that are ADHD or some folks that are dyslexic seem to like it, but I don't know how much correction. Yeah, how much correction you have to make. I don't know.
Not much.
Doctors use it a lot.
So what do? Read it out. It writes it down for you.
Yep.
I mean, you speak it and it writes it down for you. Is what I'm going to say. Oh.
Text to speech.
Honestly, this is my biggest flaw when it comes to writing, right? I want it to be so perfect, I can't do a rough draft. So I literally will go over, like, I'll write some paragraphs, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to pause here. I'm not ready to go on the next part in my head yet. I'm going to go back and look at all this, because this is all part of this section, this story.
Get a writing buddy.
So I go back to look at it, and then I'm just like nitpicking the shit out of it. Oh no, I better change that. No, because that'll affect this. No, then this will affect that. And then I got to change. Oh, but that'll affect that. So if I change, fuck. Now I want to go back. Okay, good. Undo, undo, undo. Now let's start that over. And this is for like 3 paragraphs, and it can take me.
You
days.
should just stream of
Days
consciousness
for
right.
3 paragraphs. Huh?
You should just stream of consciousness right. So just write, like as you're thinking of it, just write and just keep going, and don't stop.
But I can't.
And then send it to somebody else. Let somebody else.
That's
edit
what
it
I was
for
gonna
you.
say, Catnip. That's what I was gonna say.
That's why I said,
is
Savage, send me your email, because then
you need a
then
writing
if she
buddy.
Says, if
Here's
you
what you're
say,
gonna do.
That looks pretty good. Keep going. Then I'm gonna go. Oh, I can just leave this alone now. But I'm so worried about how I'm doing it.
Can you say
and I
right
want
here?
it to be so perfect because it's my family's history. It's not a fictional story. This is all shit that happened, and I'm not even adding in like funny shit or anything. I might add a detail about how someone looks and I guess it for that time period that they live in because I don't really know. Probably wearing brown, gray, or black clothes. That's what they wore in the Italian ghettos in Boston, you know. So I don't have an answer for that, but I try to give enough detail that it stirs a person's imagination, but not so much detail that they can't picture the people themselves, you know. So
that's for Andrew's comment.
Well, what did you say? I was on the private chat now.
Look at these tiny
remember to flip
humans.
back and forth.
They're superheroes. Just ask him.
Tubian. He looks like a 3-year-old. Randolph Richardson to me. Oh, that poor kid. Don't you guys start that shit. No, that's cute. So we also have, just to round out the Brady bunch, we have a Kyle.
What's the good
Hey.
Kyle?
Hi,
What's going
Sunshine.
on, everybody.
How the
Just wanted to
fuck are
pop
you?
on, say hi, and hang out for a few minutes. I'm outside right now, so if you get like crazy wind, let me know.
For right now, I can't hear anything but you. You sound fine.
Cool.
So, don't freeze.
Stop it, Spackle.
I
It's
feel
cold out
like
here.
Savage and I have like the same wavelength of humor. So like if we ever meet in real life, we'll just be like giggling. Can't you just imagine?
Yes.
Oh my god! If you guys start that shit, I'm kicking both of you. You can only handle so much girly on this panel. Damn it! You diminish the testosterone here when you do that. So just everybody calm down. No, I'm kidding. I don't give a fuck. You guys say whatever you want.
That's a complaint I don't usually hear.
Right. Hey, I wore my PlayStation shirt.
I wore my flannel.
I'm in a robe.
I'm in my work clothes still because I thought this new shirt looks pretty good on me. A little baggier than I like.
I was gonna say something.
I noticed
yeah.
that. Yes, same, Spackle.
I
was
stopped
like,
wearing
you look
scrubs to
professional.
work, so I figured, you know, because usually I come home and I just strip my scrubs off and I put on bummy clothes because whatever I'm comfortable in for that night and that temperature out. And so then I came home today and I'm not hot, so I was like, well, fuck, I'll just leave my damn work clothes on.
I bet you could rock suspenders, like the dress.
Do you know
suspenders.
I actually have a pair of suspenders and I've always
Like,
wanted to fucking wear them.
done right, they look really good.
And I have a black tie somewhere too that matches the suspenders. They're both the
They
same kind of.
they work really
same
well.
material.
You know, you never have to mess with your pants. Like better than a belt.
And I used to have somewhere, if I
Unless you
could
have
find
big
it, a
tits.
really nice silk vest.
Say night night.
And I think I rock that pretty good. I'm just gonna be honest. I think I do.
I love that look with the vest, like a really good, like or what they call it, a waistcoat, where it's a
waistcoat, yeah.
vest, but it's a little more cut, and then it has like oftentimes it'll have like pockets, and those look really good.
Right. Look at that fucking cute kid. That is just ridiculous. Look at that. Who makes one that cute?
Apparently
Look at
me.
those eyes. Look at those eyes.
Look at.
Yeah,
I
they're
know.
very pretty green color.
She's freaking beautiful. The hair's curly. She's smart and cute, and Catnip's teaching her good manners, and she's gonna be
I
a
like
rock
the
star.
game
She's
where
sweet
she
most
makes
of the
you
time.
push her over on the bed.
Yeah, I thought she would do that again tonight, but she's not feeling it. She's actually kind of tired. I think I'm gonna go try and get her down
I
for.
write my
bedtime.
rough drafts by hand. It is slow and tedious, but by the time you're typing into the computer, you're on the second draft. You know, that's a good point. That's a good point. I like that. And the fact that I'm doing it slower while writing will probably slow me down enough to help me figure out what I'm going to say next instead of going ahead and then fucking erasing 20 times. ADHD. But you know what I should do? Oh my God, I should take a day on the weekend and take my Adderall on the weekend and write.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Do you take extended release or
No, I take the short acting.
So just take like your morning dose and do it in the morning or whatever, or you know, whatever. But like,
well, you know, it's
you can
weird
still
with
have your
me-
break from your meds if you want.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. The weird thing with actually, I like to have them on board because I feel so much like less tense. I don't feel like this all the fucking time. But on the weekends, I leave them in my truck. So when I'm driving, because I know I'm going to forget them because I'm ADHD. Oh my God, Swede, that is fucking adorable. That is illegal, sir. That is illegal. That is fucking illegal.
Look at that baby.
Jeez, look at those eyes.
Look
Did
at
you
those
have a
little
DNA
cheeks.
test on Swede? No, I'm just kidding. You have a beautiful kid, man. Good for you. He is beautiful. What
Yeah,
was
was
what
that
were you
baby
saying?
pretty?
I forgot now.
Was that
Distracted
baby
by a
pretty?
child. Did everybody answer
Think
the
about your
questions?
meds. Do you
Swede?
keep them in your truck because of?
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna
work?
forget him in the morning. Thank you. See, that's all I needed. Thank you. Someone listened. Thank you. Because everyone else is like, I don't know every fucking thing you said, B.
They all have ADHD too and got distracted by
What?
the
I'm sorry, I got
I just
distracted.
chugged a coffee, so
So, yeah, no, but I usually forget to take them because they're in my truck, and I'm in my house. Like on the day that one day a week, I stay home and I just don't go anywhere, and I usually do it, Saturday or Sunday or something like that. And so, yeah, so those days I forget to take them, and then like at noon I'll go, oh, I'm fidgety, and I go out and get them. So I get them. I only take like one on those days because I forget.
Yeah, but
Fucking
Dr.
adorable.
Misha, you mentioned like Gary Cooper, but like back then, like the style of pants was quite like up, like Robert Mitchum too. Like they'd wear their slacks way up high.
Yeah, that's just weird. Nobody wants to see your
Yeah.
nutsack down the side of your leg. Come on now. Fuck,
Well,
dude.
those
there was a
trousers,
lot
like,
of
back in the
room on
old
those
day-
trousers,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, they were cut different.
Well, that's because the tops were made so high. And honestly, the way I'm built, because my torso is so... I can literally put my finger, this fingertip, on top of my hip and stretch this finger up the side, and I miss the top of my armpit by like a half an inch.
Yeah.
That's how short my torso is. When I sit down
I was
with
really
people
worried
that...
where you were going with that.
Oh. No, my torso. I said from my hip to my armpit.
I know, but like
look,
you were
it's-
like,
Wait a minute. Get it? So it's like right here. Oh, it's like an inch and a quarter. So that's how short I am sitting down. Like my kid, when he was shorter than me, we'd sit down and he was taller than me. That's my life. I'm all legs. So I can't stand those high topped pants like that. Because if I wear them, I look like fucking Pee Wee Herman. I have to get sit to waist, and they're almost too tall for me.
Are you saying
No,
you look
sit
like
that way.
Urkel?
No.
Yeah, I look like fucking Urkel. I'm not kidding you. It's not
Yo,
cool.
it's Stool.
Stool had to come in because Ben's his buddy.
I'll be back in a little bit if you're still on. I gotta go take kiddo to bed.
Wait, does that say Nutsack City Limits?
Yes.
Yeah, I found it really funny, Mr. B. I'm so sorry, but you said nutsack, and I had to join because I'm now thinking about Tina Turner. Can I do it? I won't get you a copyright strike, I promise.
Do
Nutsack City Limits. I did it.
Oh, I'm so
I love
glad you
Stool.
stopped when you did.
I love Stool.
Hey, Stool, how the fuck are you?
Hey, Dr. Ben, Mr. B. I love you guys. Thank you.
I
I've just
love you
walked,
too, buddy.
matey. Mr. B. It's like 3 a.m. here, and I've just woken up because I'm a dick. I accidentally fell asleep forever. And I wake up and I see you guys streaming, and this is so cool because I love you and you're all awesome. Dr. Ben, I will never let
Love
you put
too, buddy.
I will never let you put your finger up my bottom because dude, get over it. Just get over it. You've discovered streaming, you've got yourself a green screen. Whatever the fuck that is behind you, I don't like it. Make it go away. Do penguins or otters or beavers or something.
So real quick before you guys get into this, Savage has to go. So Savage Minnow, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you and I love you. And Ox, if you can, Ox is already shelling people. All right, make sure you throw Savage Minnow in the chat. Too,
Ox,
for
I
me.
didn't see side chat. Ox, hi Ox, hi Ox.
You guys go check out Savage Minnow shit. And I love you and take care.
Stool, is this better?
Bye, honey.
I'm purposely averting my eyes. I'm not going to look what you've done, Dr. Ben, because you're the least trustworthy doctor ever.
I thought I was a gardener.
No, seriously, I'm
Depends on the
guarding.
day.
I'm guarding my bottom right now because I don't trust you. I'm not looking at your
actually a
screen.
gardener.
Dude, that makes it look like you've got red penises coming out of your ears. I've got bad eyesight.
There.
That looks yellow. I'll accept that. I don't know what it is. It looks SpongeBobby. The person underneath Mr. B is a character from Star Trek. I don't know who it is.
It's porno bong water.
Yep. Wait, what?
Oh.
Hey, that's me. What's up?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
look like
normally turn.
you look like that dude from Star Trek who has the wobbly things on his head. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you get me.
I don't like Star Wars, so
I've totally broken your stream, Mr. B. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Well, just don't interrupt again. Porno bong water.
What's up?
Are you a Star Trekkie since you don't like Star Wars?
I don't like Star Trek or Star Wars.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, now go ahead, Stool.
I love it. Mr. B is so fucking anal about this not interrupting thing. I love Mr. B so much.
I'm the only one allowed to do it, and when I do it, I catch myself and apologize. So
I don't. I just interrupt people all the time and not apologize because I'm an asshole like that.
You know what? It's an easy mistake to happen when you're doing this streaming malarkey, because we all have delays, etc., and we don't necessarily know that we're interrupting. And I saw a stream yesterday involving people that we know, and it was a cacophony of crap because everybody was talking over each other. It was painful. So I admire Mr. B for having the authority.
Thank you, sir. You know, when I first started, people did a lot to me, and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to be a dick, but it ruins streams. And then the chat's trying to keep up, and they can't hear, and then people start talking louder, and then they get angry, and then I just nip it in the bud. And it's not because I don't love any of you guys, just sometimes we're passionate about things, or we're excited about something, and we want to talk about it a lot, and I'm cool with that, but we got to make sure, as long as it's fair, everybody's getting their turn and nobody's interrupting, then people can say whatever they want.
You're very correct. You're very correct. And if anybody's actually watching this stream, which I find unlikely because nobody watches Mr. B's crap, why would you? He's very correct. You have to take a hard line because there's nothing more annoying than 10 people all talking over each other, and they're not doing it for bad reasons. But there has to be some kind of rule and a bit of authority.
Yeah, you got to moderate it. That's just the way it is when you have.
Yeah,
anytime you get 6 or more than 6 people, that shit happens every time.
That's
and for
the
a
word I
while
was looking for.
I was gonna just cut it off at like 6 or maybe 7, and just say that's it. But then I just started speaking up, and now people respect that, so I let everybody in now. But
Yeah,
I was gonna cut it back because I didn't like it.
I respect it. Some people might say, "Hey, Mr. B is a bit of a cunt." Oh, I said the C word. Sorry, Americans. I'm British.
Okay.
I'm allowed to say the C word.
I've been called worse. It's fine.
But you know what? I respect it because it is unwatchable when you have 9 people all going. Blah, 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 blah.
And then you're kind of like, I just kind of go, and I change it. Like I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't like part of that shit. I don't like dumpster fire because it turns into a dumpster fire. I know some people allow that to happen or allow it to begin and then make a big deal about stopping it when it's fucking too late, even though they should have been fucking paying attention and known it was coming. But they do that for the views and the fucking subscribe. And I'm just not going to do that. If people don't like my content, you don't have to. It's fine. Don't follow me. If you don't like my live streams, don't follow me. It's cool. But but I'm not going to change those rules to gain fucking whatever to make a couple bucks a month off of YouTube. It's not, fuck that. I want everybody to get along and be respectful.
This is my final word on this subject. I'm so sorry for jumping in and pissing on your cornflakes, but
no, you're fine.
Firstly, I just see that top right on my screen is, and I can't read the small word. Is it? What's the guy called that begins with a B?
Ben?
You can call me Bolt.
Yeah,
Bolt.
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 It's Bolt. Yeah. I like him. He's fun. So hi, Bolt.
Thanks, mate.
Because I caught he was in Mr. B's stream the other day, and I think he's very cool. And to the other people here, I'm a dick. I apologize for interrupting. You may now continue with your conversation. I will behave and be quiet. I love you all. The guy on my bottom left has a bald head. That's cool. Continue. Oh, Dr. Ben, I don't like you. Go away.
Well, I know you don't. That's fine.
You know what? Hold on. Did you say that to my buddy? Kick your fucking ass, dude. I'm putting up
For
with
everyone
it.
in the chat, Stool's great. I love Stool. Stool's a troll, but we love him.
No, actually, Stool's fucking great.
What's your favorite stoolism?
That's my new
Favorite
question.
stoolism?
Round the
I
horn.
don't.
Yeah, let's do it. Around the horn.
I
Favorite
don't-
thing
Well,
that Stool
I'm gonna
says.
save Ben for last because I know he has good ones. Swede, what's your favorite stoolism? If you know one off the top of your head, if you can think of one.
Oh my gosh, Mr. B, you've just invented
Don't
something.
interrupt now. I asked.
Oh
Swede.
shit.
Okay, go ahead, Swede.
I've never heard of stool before today. So
Oh,
Well, it's
okay.
something that you should pass pretty frequently.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Sometimes your
No,
doctor wants a
no,
sample.
no. Not a bowel movement kind of stool. Kyle, do you have any stoolisms? Do you know stool well enough to have some of those?
No.
A stoolism.
I think we lost Kyle for a minute. Okay, fine. Holy Spackle, do you know any stoolisms? Does anybody besides Ben? I really kind of set it up for Ben anyways, because I know he knows a couple of them.
No, I know dragisms, but not stoolisms.
My favorite is, hey, you know that guy in the upper right? I like that guy.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. That was a perfect example of what I was looking for.
I'm Mr. B. I'm doing my thing. Look.
You're putting your hand up? Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, Stool. But
This-
this is about you. You can't answer. Okay, what is your favorite ism that you use?
I don't like me-isms. Okay. These lovely people have never seen or heard of me before, so it's unfair to ask them. But going back to the to your authority, I've just remembered something. There's a lovely show, I will not name it, where the people who are watching on the YouTubes obviously don't get to see what is happening in StreamYard or whatever software they're using, and they have a system whereby they raise a hand. So the audience doesn't get to see the people raising the hand, but it works out very nicely. Oh, Mr. B, you'll know what I'm talking about because you're on it. But yeah,
Zoom, like Zoom. Zoom does
No,
that.
it's Google Meet. I think.
that's only in Zoom.
No, what I'm
Yeah,
talking
Zoom
about
has
is I'm not talking about the software or whatever. I'm talking about behind the scenes. Raise your hand so the people who view it on the YouTubes get a nice flow of conversation.
Yeah, that would exactly be the software. You click raise hand in Zoom, and
Oh, is it a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can literally click that, and
I
it'll
did not
say
know
this
this.
person and one or two more have raised their hand.
Oh
So
my
when
gosh.
you pick that person, it shows the next person. That person puts their hand down when they go to talk.
I
So
didn't
it's
know
behind
this.
the scenes, and it's fucking great. And I know some people that do it through the private chat, and they'll have like somebody put like a 1, and then the other person puts a 2, and then a 3, and then that's the order where you go in. You know what I mean? Or you
I
can put a
didn't
1,
know this.
or
I'm
I don't know, pick a number or letter, just whatever, like N for next, or
This
F, I
is
wanna speak,
this is
or
absolute
whatever.
news to me.
And then you just go down the chat. Yeah.
I think I have used Zoom. I think Zoom is quite wonderful. I wish more people would use it, but
See?
hey ho. I
Right.
didn't know this was a thing. I now
Oh,
want to play with it. I think it's a very sexy thing.
Yeah, you can do that here. So in StreamYards, because we have the private chat, you can just set up a system. So like if you were having like a formalized conversation,
That's
we
not
could
an
be like,
official system, though, is it?
no, but you could still set it up. Like,
I now want to play with this system. Dr. Ben,
well, then you're also gonna need OBS.
I'm using OBS right now. I don't actually walk around with a fucking thing saying Stool Hub over my head.
I don't see it.
Oh, well, this is why you need This is why you need a doctor.
Okay. Does anyone else have stoolisms that they want to say?
Well, Holy
like-
Spackle had their hand raised. Was that from before or just now?
No, I was just demonstrating.
Oh, it was a nice demonstration. Thank you, honey.
I found it to be quite boring, to be honest. What happens?
Doctors in the United States are a lot more boring than the ones in England. We don't have TARDISes or sonic screwdrivers or.
This is true.
This has nothing to do with stoolisms.
Or
okay,
death
fine.
panels.
Ben,
No, I'm
what's your
just kidding, I'm
favorite?
kidding.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Ben, what's your
I have a
favorite
couple
stoolism?
favorite stoolisms. I just love when I'm on Twitter and Stool randomly comments something about I want to see your chapatis.
Don't do that again.
What the crap was that?
I don't know, but don't do it again.
Don't do it
I
again.
hate that kind of shit.
Who
Okay,
did it?
Go ahead.
Was it Dr. Ben who did
No,
that?
it's not
Because
me. I was talking about my
I bumped
chapatis.
something. I apologize.
Okay.
No,
well,
I
thank
just
you.
love when I'm on
Soundboard
Twitter
guy.
and Stool just comments randomly, I want to see your chapatis.
Why do you say that like it's a weird thing? Right.
Does anyone know what that means?
And then of course
There's
that
no
time
fucking clue.
And then of course the time that Stool just showed up on stream and
Stool
showed
doesn't know either.
everybody his potatoes.
Yeah. And then he's put him on Twitter, and then he made a stream with a cut up potato, and it looked like a fucking penis because the potato
Oh,
was
yeah,
shaped
he
like
did
this,
do
The
that.
potatoes
and it
were
had like a
hilarious.
lump on the side. They sliced it
potato
and laid it out, and it's like a fucking dick. And then he kept saying about his potatoes, and we're like, "Yeah, those are pretty small potatoes, buddy. We make them bigger than that in the U.S." All forms of potatoes.
Why are you bullying somebody because they're potatoes?
Well, don't show them on stream if you don't want people to talk about them. That's like somebody I know making jokes about sucking cock a lot and then getting mad because we made another joke for the 20th time about sucking cock a lot. It just doesn't make sense to me. Don't talk
Sure.
about it on the internet. Don't show it online if you don't want people to comment. People are going to comment.
Yes, Stool.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Yeah. Mr. B, you're slacking in your authority here. I had my hand raised.
Oh,
I
I
need-
wasn't looking at you, Stool. I'm sorry. I had other people I was looking at. I apologize. Go ahead, Stool.
Yeah, I know. You're on the Pornhubs again. We've all been there. It's fine. Listen,
Look at
the
like
thing is,
Twitter and all kinds of shit going on. Go ahead.
you know, that's really rude. You shouldn't multitask when you're streaming. I'm now going to do a
Nope.
I love Stool. I love Stool.
Okay, Stool. Okay. All right. Come on back, buddy.
I now want a special button, jiggity, that I can press
We're gonna put Stool right in the middle of the fucking stream
when I
so we
need.
can
Oh,
stare at him. That way I can't miss him again down there in the corner.
Why don't you just make him like full screen?
No, do not do that. I'll turn myself off. Do not do that.
No, he doesn't like that.
I don't
Okay.
like that.
Never mind.
Mr. B, Mr. B.
Yes, sir.
Can you put me underneath you, please? You did it once, and I liked it.
You like being underneath me, Stool?
I
It's
found
not
it.
the
Yes,
first time I've heard that this week, Stool.
I did like it. And here's the thing: I've got an insanely stupid memory. And you were talking about your new love in your life. Congrats. And
Thank you, buddy.
I'm so fucking happy for you, my friend. And you
Dude,
were talking.
if I wasn't polite, I would just talk about it constantly. It's so
I know you
'cause
would.
I can't say anything all day long at work and it builds up and then I come in here and I just want to fucking burst.
I'd rather
know?
you not wife post.
Well, that's
No
I'm
offense.
not doing it out of respect for other people.
I know. I'm just. I don't have a filter. It's just gonna come out of my mouth.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to break one of my life rules here. And I hope you don't kick me out or hate me for doing this. You know, I'm a boy, and the one thing you never do when you're a boy is talk to a lady person about weight. I
Yeah,
know,
no, that's usually a bad idea.
yeah, it will get you killed. And I'm now regretting starting this conversation because you're now a Mr. B. So this is going to end badly. But you were saying how good you were, how good you had been about losing weight, Dr. Ben, look, if this ends badly, I'm going to phone you, okay? I'm going to need medical assistance. And you were saying...
I'm a
No, I
gardener.
said I'm not eating junk food. I didn't say I've lost a bunch of weight. That is not
You-
true. I've actually
No.
gained more muscle than I've lost in fat.
It was truly funny in my own head because while she was streaming, you'd put me underneath you and you said you lost a lot of weight. And no, I'm not even going to... No, just ignore me. Right? Look, she was on top of me. It was funny, but I didn't say it. Anyway, Bolt, nice to see you. Your bead is awesome. I don't know who is bottom left. I can't read his name.
Swede?
Swede. Have I met Swede?
Swede is underneath you. No, that's what he said. I didn't even know you existed, so how would I have a stoolism?
I mean, we've been on streams together, but we've never actually talked about anything.
That's how streams usually work.
Okay, so let's do this. Swede, I want to go back to the old topic because you came in and we never got to ask you what's the one book that was most impactful to you in your life?
Dune, and for several reasons.
Okay.
It's the perfect story to warn against cults of personality because Paul is not the hero. Paul becomes very authoritarian evil. Number two, it really gets into political aspirations of people and not to trust, or the way things get set up. Like you can see the machinations of differing various groups in the world and how they try to influence things, much like the Spacing Guild, Bene Gesserit. And when you start to see it, it's depressing, but it also shows you how the world works. So Dune is probably one of the most interesting political philosophy books out there.
Wait a minute. Huh? Who reminds who of a man? I'm confused. Anyways, trying to keep up with the chat, but they're so fucking random right
The
now.
man with the power? The power?
The power?
Power of voodoo. Voodoo, hoodoo, you do. You remind me of a man. That one?
Wow.
Actually,
no, I have no idea what
man.
that just sounded like three different songs I've heard put together.
So it's from the Labyrinth, but it's stolen from Bachelor in the Bobby Soxer, which is an old Cary Grant movie. But it's also in the Labyrinth, and they changed it to "You remind me of a babe with the power, of, you know." And of course it's David Bowie, so like it's just nonsense.
Okay.
But that's
And
what
it came
reminds me
out
of.
in the 90s as a remake.
Yeah.
Somebody covered
Did it
at
really?
least. Yeah, somebody covered it in the 90s.
I don't know if it originates before Bachelor in the Bobby Soxer, but like that's the first time I saw it ever like done.
Wow. Sweet, was that you typing?
Yeah, that was furious right there.
Jesus fucking... That's what that chick... I told you guys about the chick
That was
at work.
rage typing.
Like, we'll all be working and talk on the phones, and everybody gets off the phone and gets really quiet in there, and you'll hear... And I'll look at her, I'm like, you didn't type something just now. That's bullshit. Show me what you typed.
He just
You
put in
made
his
that shit
first
up.
draft.
You just ran
his
your
first
hand
draft.
across it, didn't you?
I feel
It
like
was
he just
rage
needed to know
type.
the answer to a question, like really
And I'm
badly.
over there with these 4 fingers and this one. I mean, I do pretty good. I type like 50, 60 words a minute. I don't do bad with this. But that's what I use all day long at work to type.
I can get into the
And
120, 130 range.
this holds my hand up over the keyboard. That's what the pinky's down for. Don't know why. That's how I do it.
I can't type as fast anymore because I broke my left wrist a few years back.
Oh,
So
fuck that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that story because that's a fucking rabbit hole of literal trauma that I don't want to get into.
No, we're not going to talk about that. Keep
But
going.
I can't type and I can't move this hand very fast. So my word per minute went from like, let's say average 100 to make it even to like 30. It's pretty bad and it sucks too.
You only need like 48 to get a job.
No, I
Or
know.
38.
Actually, no, technically you really just know how to type on the keyboard, to be honest, with the kind of work.
Well, really,
that I
they're more
do.
worried about transcription these days than they are like So if you're typing and reading something, or someone's showing you something, you're you have something on the screen, you're transcribing it. They worry about that, the accuracy of that more than anything. I'm not good with that because I have to look at the keyboard, but I look up and down fast, and I type really fast with these.
Yeah, no, the type of job that I want to do is more like if you're multilingual, you have a better like chance of getting a job. My field of study that I did in college was, well, my major when I switched was sociology, anthropology, but I had a focus in mostly anthropology, and I wanted to do curatorial work in like museums, but COVID hit, so I'm working a really shitty job right now.
I need to interrupt Mr. B if I can.
Go ahead.
No, you're not interrupting anybody. It was a perfect pause. Go ahead, Stool.
Oh, did I do good? Oh, thank you, Mr. B. I am so scared of Mr. B because I get him. Seriously, he hits me if I do it wrong. Well, and I don't mean to do it wrong. I have a delay. I don't mean to interrupt, so I apologise. But I've got something that I'd like. I'm holding it now, and I like to touch it. But I'm scared of you.
Potatoes?
No.
Oh, everybody wanted to see your potatoes again. Man.
I'm scared to know what you're holding right now that you would like to touch. I don't know why.
No. It's cool because we have a doctor in the room. I'm allowed to talk about these matters legally.
Are you holding 2 stones in your hand?
It's all for you, Ben.
Who said that?
Ben?
Who said that? Who said 2 stones?
I did.
You're not flashing on my screen. Who said it? Are you middle person?
It was
Holy Spackle. One all the way in the right in the middle.
Holy Spackle. Oh my gosh, sorry. I forgot to say hello to you. I saw you on Mr. B's stream the other day, and you're wonderfully funny.
Oh, thank you.
Good evening.
I appreciate if somebody's known as a fun troll, a white hat troll. I appreciate it if you also think I'm funny, because that's actually a compliment, because because usually white hat trolls are quite funny.
Yeah,
so
that means I'm doing my job right. If you hate me, you're welcome.
One of the most important compliments you can ever receive is to be called funny, because humor will get us through this shit.
Oh yeah.
Nothing else will. So I want to show Dr. Ben something very personal, but I'm not sure if I should do it with other people around. But hey, I'm a grown-up. Also, now, because of my situation now, I'm in the dark. My lighting is really crap. I apologise. I want to show Dr. Ben something. Dr. Ben, right?
There's a lot of build up here.
I know. This is how Stool does it. Some days he drives me nuts. And then he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, because I'm ADD. I'm playing with my phone waiting for you to finish. Go ahead, Stool.
If I had a YouTube channel that made money, this is how you do it. It's the build-up. Okay. I'm just going to say this one thing. I'm enjoying it. It's weighty, it's thick, and it has a beautiful copper head. Okay?
Okay.
And it's very smooth. But
ooh,
I've yet to play with it. Welcome to my new quiz show. Who wants to guess first?
What it is?
Hashtag what's Stool holding in his hand?
Oh, a new trivia game.
Is it a beer can?
Okay, hold on.
So it's got a copper head.
Uh-huh.
And color or material?
Color. It is so sexy. It's so sexy.
Beer bottle.
That I don't want to use it, because you know when you get a thing that's so beautiful, you don't want to use it because it will spoil it.
So what are all the
That's
all
some
the ways
Edgar
we've
Allan
described
Poe
this?
shit right there.
It's copper. It's smooth. What else is it?
It will taste very nice when I put it in my mouth.
Well, sounds like a beer.
Dr.
I'm
Ben,
saying it's a beer.
you're a
Might
fucking
be a
gardener.
soda.
Yeah, that sounds like a Moscow Mule glass.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like.
Oh, I do like a good Moscow Mule.
It will.
It's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember what that term means. What's a? I also hate it when Americans say Moscow. That's not a real word. What's a Moscow Mule? Is it vodka?
It's like it's like
Or
a
Irish
cousin
whiskey.
of a Russian, and like it's a cousin of it.
It's either well, if it's a Moscow Mule, it's vodka.
Stop
lime
saying
juice.
Moscow, Dr. Ben. I'm going to block you from my life.
Would you like us to say Moscow or
Moscow is not a real word.
He wants you to say Moscow.
What about
Thank you.
Glasgow?
Moscow.
Can I say
Thank-
Glasgow?
Thank you, Bolt.
No, it's Glasgow. If he's going to be like that, I'm going to say Glasgow.
And this is half of a Moscow meal.
That's vodka, ginger beer, and lime.
And if you want to get technical, it's
in a copper
Muscovy.
mug.
Bolt,
Dr. Misha
If you
says
don't
you're
say
holding a
Muscovy,
snake.
you're saying it wrong.
Bolt, what is that you have in your nice glass?
It's vodka and cranberry.
Oh my gosh.
Mostly vodka.
Bolt, I love you. I want
Is
to
that a
have your
wine glass
babies.
that's in?
That can be arranged.
What's wrong with a wine glass for that?
No, this is
Listen,
just a
there's a
glass.
glass
That's
for
all I have.
Bolt,
I didn't want to drink it out of a
a
cup.
tumbler.
This was my other choice.
It is a short tumbler. Everybody calm down. There you go, Marie. Thank you. Moscow Mule recipe.
Stop
2
saying
ounces
Moscow.
vodka, half ounce of lime juice, freshly
Moscow.
squeezed, 3 ounces ginger beer, chilled. And you're supposed
The rest
to put
of these people,
mint
they're not
leaves in
married
the
to
top.
British people.
Bolt,
So good.
No,
I want
that's a
mule now
mojito.
so bad.
Aluminium.
I don't have ginger beer.
Aluminium.
You don't have what? Ginger beer?
Aluminium?
I don't have ginger beer. Right now.
Aluminium.
And you
I
have
can never say
to.
it that way.
You
My
have
ex
to have
got
the
me
ginger beer.
on
That
those
makes it.
fucking Moscow Mules. It's like the best way ever to drink vodka.
Oh, it's so good.
You know?
I like it. I like the Irish mule with whiskey. So good.
Oh, I do like the whiskey.
I so want to get in a fight right now with you people, but I can't. You know, Moscow is not a word, but
Yes,
this is
it is.
Mr. B's stream, and Mr. B is looking hard as nails right now, and very dapper, I must say. So I'm just
Thank
not
you,
going to
Stool.
start a fight, Mr. B.
See,
That-
Bolt,
wanna
isn't
start a
Stool
fight?
your favorite?
Totally. Yeah.
Musco isn't a word either.
No, Ben, you're my favorite because you're my bro.
Yeah,
And then
making it-
everybody
Stool
else
is
kind of
hilarious.
steps down from there.
I love Stool.
But
I
He's
mean,
making it
they
sound
also
like
pronounce it Worcestershire, so
Well-
there's something wrong with them.
Let me just say, I have to tell you guys, for anybody that did not hear the conversation or whatever, when Stool found out I was transitioning, he did nothing but like encourage Ben and I, and was totally like, "You got good for you. That's great. I'm happy for you. I respect that." And he said all those things. So, and I think it opened a new little door with me and Stool, because he was actually not a smart ass for the first time in his life with me. And we had a good
fuck you.
conversation. But no, but Stool just likes if he's picking on you, usually likes you. If he doesn't like you, he'll just ignore you. So don't take it as an insult.
I think
Like
Tolkien should have opened
like
up the
2
Lord of
years
the Rings.
ago.
I think Tolkien should have opened up the Lord of the Rings with "It was the best of shires, it was the worst of shires."
Worst of shires.
This is Mr. B just made a very valid point there, and I don't like it when the conversation becomes about me. But I'm just gonna let you enjoy this because you're Americans and you're bored. Mr. B made a good point. I'm not a bad person, and I'm so happy and proud. Not proud because I don't know these people, but Mr. B and Dr. Ben, you know what? I am so on your side, and I love you both. And
Thank you.
I want everything to be okay for you. I really do.
And ditto.
Aw, Stool.
Aw,
And for the record, for
Stool.
anybody in the chat,
Bro hug.
Stool trolls me and we give each other shit, but like it's not out of being mean. Like don't get mad at Stool when he says things like that, because I think it's hilarious. I encourage him because
this is the thing. And by the way, Dr. Ben, I'm still ignoring you because I don't like your background. So fuck off. Mr. B is correct. If I don't talk to you, I don't like you.
But Stool, what are you holding in your fucking hand?
Also, Bolt has just reminded me of another problem I have. I tend to forget what the fuck I'm talking about. So, yes, let's get back to that one. I've lost it. Where did I put it? Oh, I found it. It was I found it. Okay. I don't think I want to tell you now.
The fuck?
I like to leave it hanging. Jiggity.
You gotta tell us before the stream ends.
Well, now you gotta tell us.
I know, it's taken forever, and I'm trying to get off here in like 10 minutes. Go ahead, man.
Okay, I'll do it if Dr. Ben puts a proper background.
Like bedtime.
What's a proper,
background?
Here, maybe this,
I like that
this
one.
I like This Is Fine a lot.
I like This Is Fine a lot.
This is
that's
pretty
nice.
late to that. Is that
there
better?
we go.
I approve of this. It makes you look like a real doctor.
I'm actually going to have to hop off here, guys. I'm freezing.
Okay, go, Kyle. I love you, buddy.
We're
Love you guys.
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Anytime.
Because Stool's accent, I decided to put up Danger Mouse.
I'm permission to be paranoid.
Go ahead, Stool.
I hate my accent because I'm British and I'm Northern. So I'm just going to say that.
You just sound like my father-in-law.
Maybe I am.
I know what he looks like. You're not.
Is it northern fairies and southern monkeys, or is it that the other way around?
But he's from Anik. I don't know.
I have to watch Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels again to figure out which way is which.
There is like a classism in the UK with the northern, right? Like you guys are considered sort of like the southern of the, like, you know, the United States is southern. Like it's
there absolutely
is.
There absolutely is a classism in this country, and I hate it. It's fucking shit. So, because I'm Northern, I'm worthless.
I don't think so, but I understand like the frustration. Yeah.
Anyhow, I've totally destroyed Mr. B's stream, and I apologize so much. I'm so grateful that you let me in without me having to beg.
You know,
Dude.
Stool,
No.
you normally don't have to beg with me. I just like to fuck with you. I'm always going to let you in.
I'm so gonna clip that audio, Mr. B, because I'm gonna hold you to ransom for what you just said.
We need to see what's in your hands, still.
I'm getting it out. I'm getting it out right now.
I will tell you.
Getting
and
it
I'll
out.
say,
Whip it out.
I'm getting it out.
Wait.
show it out, fucker.
If you have a copperhead, I'm concerned.
I can't do this. You people are making me laugh, and this is wonderful.
What do you mean, you people?
I'm going to show it to you, but my worry here is that Dr. Ben will not be impressed because he's a doctor and he's seen many, many fine things. But
what is it, Stool?
I am the expert at the build-up. I can do this for the next 10 hours.
The trick is Stool's not sure yet.
I am sure. But here's the thing. You know, I went, I received a delivery in my Amazon lockbox. That's the thing today. And today for me is like Christmas because I'm now very poor and can't afford shit. So here is my jar of cherry tomato, not tomato, you fuckers. Cherry tomato pasta. Listen,
Fucking Stool, man.
I
Go
will
ahead.
save this for another stream, but if you ever say tomato to me, I will fucking kill you. And Mr. B.
Look, this is all I have to say about it, Stool. Tomato, let's call the whole thing off.
I am terrified of Mr. B because he will fucking kill me. He's so hard. But if he ever says tomato, it's war. So here's my jar of cherry
fuck did that
tomato pasta sauce, and I'm going
Oh.
to use this in about 5 minutes' time.
You know that's not real copper, right? You lied
I-
to us.
I
He said it was
also,
copper in
Aluminum top.
color. He said it was
I
copper in
also
color.
can't control my camera because
meant in-
it's the
in
inbuilt
metal.
thing on my MacBook, so everything is out of focus. I apologize. This is why I don't have personal consultations with Dr. Ben, because all my big things are blurry. So I apologize.
I don't think Dr. Ben's taking new patients.
Dr. Ben is my new toy. I like to play with him because he's a funny fucker
I appreciate that.
and insanely clever.
I
really
agree with
is.
that completely.
I like the banter. The banter's fun.
Dr.
Banter
Ben
is fun.
Dr. Ben has a brain the size of a planet.
Oh shucks.
But is it Pluto or Jupiter? You decide.
Pluto's not a planet anymore.
That's a lie.
The answer is Uranus.
I'm just
Oh
going to
my
say
God.
one thing. When I look at Dr. Ben's brain,
Damn it.
I say, that's not a moon.
I have an asleep toddler now. Thank fuck.
Oh, nice.
Woohoo!
That was a Star Wars reference.
I know.
I'm a
Appreciate
nerd.
that.
Sorry,
I am
sorry,
a nerd too.
sorry,
I
people.
was too busy waving at catnip. I missed it.
That's no moon.
That's no moon.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
That's no moon. It's Dr. Ben's brain.
My locks.
Dr. Ben's brain is the Death Star.
Yes, I think that's where we're going here. Dr. Ben, Bolt has just invented a new hashtag for your brain.
Oh goodness.
Let's make this trend.
Oh god, here we
Great,
go.
and
Death
Alderaan
Star
can be
brain.
all the anti-vaxxers and
Right?
all the
Oh,
all
that'd
the
be great.
Turks and everybody that Ben's always
Oh, a new
proven
person.
wrong.
Yay.
I'm not new. I was here before you got here. I just had to go take the toddler to bed.
I'm not new. No,
Yeah, I'm not
no,
new. I've
Catnip's
been
not
around.
new. She's like 24
Been
years
here.
of use. She's used.
Ox, it wasn't just Neil deGrasse Tyson that decided that.
Fucking E.
Also,
Yes, I am
it's
in
a
a jail
dwarf planet.
cell. I am in a jail cell because Stool wanted a background that he liked.
You
I
know
put
what?
up a background that maybe you'll like. I don't know.
I find
It's
it
the
very
background that
difficult
never
to talk
ends.
to Dr. Ben when he's not being an adult, because we're legally obliged to trust him. So you've got to maintain the thing here, Dr.
I
Ben.
don't know that we're legally obliged to trust him.
Oh,
I mean, I
I
trust
think-
him.
I thought I was
I
a
think
gardener.
I think I trust him because he does his research and he's
I
smart.
thought I was a gardener, Stool.
to be fair, I'm not legally obliged because I'm British, but
I implicitly trust him because he's intelligent and he knows more about this shit than I do.
I'm a really good gardener, okay?
I trust
I-
him because he's nice.
Really good gardener.
I like his
That's
hair.
why, despite what Ben says, most of the time when it comes to medical shit, I shut the fuck up. And the only time I ever say anything is because he's told me that thing. And I know it's right because he told me.
Mr. B, that
This
is such
something
an
we've talked
important
about before.
lesson.
Otherwise, I form it as a question. Correct me if
that's-
I'm wrong.
That's an important motto for life, Mr. B. If you don't know what you fucking know, shut the fuck up and listen.
Yeah.
Keep
Well,
your fucking mouth
so
shut.
You guys know, if I don't fucking know something, I'll go, fuck, I don't know. Look at me. People start talking about astrology and space, and they ask me, what do you think? Fuck, I don't know. You guys go ahead.
I
I'm
think
just gonna sit
Pluto's
here
a
and listen.
planet.
I don't
Anyone
fucking
can
You
answer
mean,
the
know.
question.
you mean
I don't
astronomy,
know
not
shit about
astrology,
it,
right?
and I
You
know-
mean astronomy.
All of it, whatever.
Okay.
See,
Well,
that's how much
astrology
I
is like
know.
the fucking star sign
That's
shit.
how much I know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm.
I'm
See
just
what I
saying.
mean? That's why I just don't say shit.
I'm an Aquarius.
People start talking about
I'm
like,
an aquarium.
You guys start talking about like mRNA and DNA. I don't know shit about that
I'm a
except for
Scorpio,
a few
fear
terms, and I
me.
just said half of them.
Oh no!
So I shut the fuck up because I don't know.
I mean, I'm a not believing in astrology.
I like that I have Scorpio as my sign because a lot of people go, oh, and then they back away.
I'm a piece of lint that somebody found in their pocket. That's my sign.
Fantastic.
You wanna know my star sign?
Is it a potato?
Stop talking about my
No,
potatoes,
it's two.
please.
It's two potatoes, cat.
Okay, guys.
My star sign is Mr. B is smoking a cig, and I'm jealous as fuck because I've run out.
Oh, buddy, I'd give you a whole pack if I was
Do
here.
that again. Do that again.
Here.
Potatoes are my love language.
Want to smell it? No, quit. Still, you're gonna make me feel bad. Okay, so seriously, on a serious note, I do need to end this. I need to get to bed. I have to go to the gym in the morning. I've been slacking off, so I'm hitting it hard this week. So,
Been too busy hanging out with your girlfriend.
That is not
Yeah.
true. I've been totally a part of the conversation. Only missed about 4 things.
No, I mean that's why you've been slacking at the gym.
Yeah, that's why you're quitting so early.
Yes, it
And
is
going to the
because
gym.
why I've been slacking at the gym and why I'm also going back to the gym and hitting it harder again.
Yeah.
Just sometimes some things you got to hold on to. So, everybody on the panel, I appreciate all of you guys, and I love the conversations we have. Even if we irritate each other, sometimes it's fine. It's family, and we know we love each other at the end of the day, and that's what matters. Everybody in the chat, thank you for the conversations. You guys are just brilliant, and I'm having trouble keeping up with what you're saying in the panel, and that usually doesn't happen to me. So, thank you for being brilliant and getting along, and everybody supporting each other. It means a lot to me. So, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another.